All right, everyone. Is there anyone in here? Can you hear me? Can you hear the music? I believe we are live here. I got the chat up, so let's get this rolling here, I guess. So we'll just start off looking at Gala here. I was messing around with the Gala chart while people come in. I'll give people a couple minutes to get here. Kind of a short notice. I said I was going to stream after 3 today, but I actually ended up not going to work today. So we're getting a little bit early here. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I think everything is upright. I left the music level as we had it yesterday. Y'all said it was good. So let's see what is happening. Waiting for the first comment to come in here. So how you guys doing today? Anyone in here? Shows 3 watching, but I don't see any names popping up yet. All right, so just gonna look at Gala really quick here. So Gala, I believe, has put the bottom in rather. Dipped down below the 786 here at 189, almost that 2 penny range, but you can see it is back above that. And then on top of that, we still have that structure we like to see. Didn't quite come back down to the low, but it did make a higher low here. And then also off of this, the double bottom with the higher low here. That's exactly what we want to see to be bullish here. So as long as you're above this 1.8, 2 penny price range on Gala here, that's potentially the bottom with that formation. The price to beat is the 0.26, 2.5 pennies here. And then once you get through that on Gala, you will take a shot at that macro 236 here. So we need to move up on Gala 30% to get over that first resistance. And then, like I said, that 0.5 and that 236 here to confirm the bottom is in on the macro picture of things would be about a 67% move on Gala. But not looking too bad for a bottom being put in on Gala games here. It's down 7.5% on the week here. But ultimately, the chart's looking very, very good for that bottom. Now, as for how high this thing is going to go, you can see that on the chart here. If it only does a 618 retracement up to about 17 pennies, that's going to give you a $6.7 billion market cap on Gala, which the market cap right now on Gala is about 800 million. So it has some room to go up here. And you can see that if it only does a 618 retracement, which I think is very likely, then a little over an 8x on your investment from today off of that potential bottom on Gala here. And then if it only does a 786 retracement up to a 13.8 billion market cap, a decent 17x up to about 35 pennies here. So 17 cents and 35 are good targets to watch to take profit out on Gala, and then let your initial ride to see if it's going to hit this 105 billion market cap to the new high at the 1272 at almost 270 here, and that would be a very decent move up. You can see over a 100x, that would be a 133, 34x on your investment if you think Gala's going to get that 105 billion market cap, of course. So let me go back over to the chat. We got some people in here finally. Pedrosa, Alien Base. Yeah, we like Alien Base here. Start time 99, welcome in. The Links Cater, what's going on? Daniel Delgado, hey bro, can you check the graph? Yeah, we can look at the graph. And Alien Base here. We'll go over to Deck Screener in just a moment. So good to see you guys in here. How's everyone doing? We're doing good today. And how many of you guys are at work? I used to watch streams at work all the time. So let's go over here. We just looked at Gala just to start things off here. So Gala is potentially has put in the bottom end rather. So what am I looking for? The graph. We covered the graph not too long ago on the channel here. Where's the graph? Here we go. So GRT here, still holding the uptrend as we can see, still holding our green support box, which I would imagine the bottom of that box is probably a retracement level that we threw up on the chart. Yeah, low to the high 618, as you can see here at 12.2, currently at 15.7, but it's still holding the macro uptrend here. It's back, or trying to hold the 0.5 right here at 16. This could turn into a wick, so if you hold 16, the next big stop up, of course, is the 382 here at 20 on the graph, so not looking bad. This is the formation that we're seeing on a lot of things. A lot of things broke uptrends and came down, but you can see the graph here is holding. But off of this wick, and as long as you're holding this market structure here, making these higher lows, this is the bullish formation that you want to see to help push the price up, or at least tell you the price is going to continue going up off of that short-term market structure here. So it looks good for that bottom being put in here. Now let me go ahead and get the smaller fib here off of the chart just so we can see it a little better, and then we'll get into how high this thing can potentially go this cycle here. So the bottom is in over the 236 at 13 here on GRT, and we're bullish on this thing once again once we get back over the 382 at about 24 pennies. That is a 54% move here. So once you get over 24 pennies over the 382, you can be macro bullish on GRT to push to these higher prices here. Now let's move this to where we are today and keep it simple. If this thing is going to come up on our Binance chart here and hit a new high at about 860, that would give it an 81 billion market cap up to the 1272 and a very decent 53.5x on your investment here. If it's going to go that high, of course. I don't know what the market cap is right now, but if it does a 786 retracement and that's all she's going to do this cycle, you still get a decent return here up to about $1.20, an 11.5 billion market cap, and over a 7.5x, almost an 8x from today, which it is pulling back right now. So if it comes back down to this level around the 236 at 13, then of course that will change that multiplier, as you can see, to over a 9x on your GRT investment here, which it looks good. Like I said, it's holding this uptrend here, very bullish looking in my opinion. So let me go back over to the chart here. Who's in here now? I'm watching while at work. Hey bro, I'm from India watching. How's it going? How do I say that? Delhi? Please Dogecoin update. I do Dogecoin updates every once in a while on the channel, but they just don't get any views. I guess the Dogecoin community, Moon Boys, don't like what I say about it, I guess. But I am bullish on Dogecoin. We'll look at it here in just 1 second. How many people we got in here? We actually live streamed yesterday, got up to 25 people watching, so it wasn't a bad first stream yesterday. So what are we looking for? Alien Base and Dogecoin here. All right, let me bring up we actually went over Alien Base yesterday also. We had Deck Screener up on the screen here. So let me get the screen up. Here we go, we're back on Deck Screener. Looking here, this is one I went over yesterday, is Soul Ordi. Most people in the chat said they never heard of it here. But I think this is going to be a good play. You can see it's a low market cap, not even a 500k market cap here. Almost 6,000 holders. They have some good stuff going on their Twitter. Go check out their website, you know, if you don't really know about this one. But you can see, looking on the chart, this thing, every time it comes down, it has a nice run up. So it's all the way back down here. It is forming the structure you like to see here. It's continuing to make these higher lows here. So that is bullish in my opinion. And you can see that if this thing, from where it is now at almost 500k market cap, if it comes up here to say a 20 million market cap and breaks this previous high as it has done in the past, which it may go higher, you can see that's a 435x on your investment here. So that's not bad at all in my opinion. So a 400x, and you know, bringing up the calculator here, if you throw $25 at, you know, these gamble meme coins, and they do end up making a new high and it goes up 435% or 435x, you can see over 10 grand on that $25 investment just to hold on to something here and plant a little seed to see if it's going to go to the moon here. So that is my plan. I'm going to get in on some of these like Soul Ordi and some of these to, you know, just throw a little bit of money at them and see what happens here. So let's go over to Alien Base here. Alien Base is a good one. It's still holding up, or at least from yesterday, it was still holding the lines that we've had on the chart for a very long time. So this is not the right one. What are we looking at here? Oh, this is the right one. Every time I go to Deck Screener, they mess everything up. See, my whole chart is gone. Maybe we got the wrong one here. Let's see here. It would not be the first time that that has happened. When I go over here to look at alien base, everything's just gone off of the chart. Oh man, it's one of those days, I guess. Yeah, our chart is gone on alien base for some reason. But ultimately, we've been watching it here on the weekly chart. Looking at it here, it looks very strong. It's holding up here. It's just pretty much trading in this channel up here. But if we draw a fib on the chart, which I know people don't really like to draw fibs on these newer coins, but you can clearly see drawing a fib on the chart, it's holding up. You know what? The reason it's not on there is because we're on market cap. That's the reason our chart was gone. There we go. All right, we fixed that. So but here on alien base, we're looking at the larger fib and then the smaller fib from the low here to the high, and you can see we're holding bullish over the 382 and the larger 236 here at 4 pennies. And we've been mentioning that in every alien base update, that as long as you're over 4 pennies, this thing is macro bullish here. It keeps getting stuck right here at this mid level at about 6.4 at the 236 here on the smaller fib. You can see it is coming down once again. So as long as it's trading like it is in this channel, then there's still a chance that you're going to continue coming right back down here after hitting that 6.5 level here. So it could still drop down 30%, but as long as we're holding here, going sideways, holding these levels here, not looking too bad in my opinion. For something that's new like this, as we've been watching it, the market cap has been slowly going up, the holders have been slowly going up, they're active on Twitter. Very good project here. So I think this is going to be a winner this cycle, even if it does come back down to some different levels and give people a chance to buy in at lower prices. But right now it's looking good, holding up over 4 pennies. Over 4 you're bullish, over 6.4 you're extremely bullish on this project. And then once you break the market structure here, of course the lower highs that are in play, then that's when you're going to be bullish. So once the price breaks over about 10.5 pennies, that's when she's going to go to the moon, in my opinion. And we do have the top of the fib here. We drew at one point. It takes you up to the top to the 4236, up to about $15 here. And let me move this down just a hair here to where we are in price today. And from today, which it's probably going to drop a little more, like we went over, you can see a 241x on your investment just to get up to that top of that fib there. So not bad at all for alien base here. Good project. So let's go back over. Let me go back over to the chat here and see what we got going on. Let's pull that off. It's very annoying that I have to keep going from the chart to back over to YouTube just to look at the chat. I wish there was a way to pin it onto our chart there, but I guess there's not. But yeah, anybody else coming in yet? AMG, how's it going? You were here yesterday. Patrick, can you please do ABT? Yes, we can do ABT here. So we're getting there. Point in the channel if you're not aware and you don't watch the channel that much, or the videos on the channel. We're trying to find out on the macro scale the bottoms and where these things are going to end up. So I keep looking at the delay on the channel, but let me go back over here. So what are we looking at? We're going to look at, what do we want? Arc block, and we did the graph already. We did alien base, FM, what is that? FMXEN coin, please. The music's not too loud, is it? Yesterday we had a problem with the music being way too loud, but I did not switch it from where we got it at, where they said it was good. So I think it's still good here. So let's go look at arc block really quick here. And of course we're watching arc block on the Gate.io chart just because it has more history, but it's looking good still. Our box here is holding up. I believe the reason for this large red box, if we zoom out, yeah, this is where that previous high was, where this the price got stuck off that double top lower high here, and then we did all of that, and ultimately the price, after it broke through, is holding this level here. So if you zoom out and look at the macro scale, you are sitting on this very strong support area in this red box. It's just for a visual. just so we can kind of see. But looking at it here, it's still off of the wick here, making the higher lows, so it's looking good in that respect. And if we draw a fib going from here to the high, let's see what we got going on. We're just below the 236, which is the bottom of our box here. So as long as you're below 172, that does put in play coming back down to the bottom of this macro box to where this bottomed out here. I don't think it's going to come back down to the 382 and the 786 here around 92 to 90 cents, just for the fact that it's on this macro support area. And if we go down to the smaller time frames, of course, we do have the market structure we like to see here. So let me get rid of this one really quick here, and we'll get into the high targets here in just a moment. But just going down to the 3-day chart here and zooming way in on the price here and simply drawing from the low to the high here, we could potentially get some levels to watch. And you can see already low to the high off of this good looking wick here. It did hit that 618 perfectly here at 136, so that could very well be the bottom, and it's still making the higher lows here, so still looking good here. As long as you're over 136 here, you're back above the 0.5. If you can get back over 164 short term, that would probably push the price right back up. And once we break this high here at 222, so if the price comes up here and breaks through that off of that 618 bounce here on the smaller fib, then that's when you're going to be bullish to continue pushing up, at least in my opinion. But it has already broken the downtrend from here, so it's looking good right now. The market structure, the downtrend that was broken, the fact low to the high on the short term price action here, it hit that 618 perfectly. That's bullish to me, so we'll see what happens here. But yeah, arc block's another good one we watch here on the channel. And how high is this thing going to go? So we do have our targets up here. Let me zoom this out to where we can see this better. Let me go back to the weekly. That's why we can't see it good. But we went over this in the last update. Let me move this down because we came down from that last update here. And going from today, the 1414, just under $1 billion market cap, to an 867, up to about 880. That's going to get you a 5.5, almost a 6x on arc block for the rest of this cycle. And then we have the 1618 at 1840, a $1.8 billion market cap on arc block, and then that's going to get you a decent almost a 12x on arc block. So I don't know how high this thing's going to go. A lot of people I know are very bullish on arc block. And then we have our high target up here, the 2272 at almost $200, a $19 billion market cap. Which, if you're bullish on the project here, that's not too bad of a market cap, and a 128x from today on your investment. So yeah, that could be possible on ABT here. So everything we cover here is pretty much going to make people a lot of money if it goes to these targets. That's why we go over, you know, the lower targets here, so you have somewhere when everything's going to the moon and everything's got these giant green candles spawning in here and everybody on YouTube is screaming it's going to wherever it's going to, you'll know that these prices and these levels are going to get hit, and then that could be it, and they could be good spots to take profit out. Because I don't want any of you guys out there to be holding the bag after this bull run thinking, you know, like you see the XRP videos out there with people saying it's going to $10, $1,000, whatever they're saying. You know, that's just ridiculous. So how's it going? Start time. Who else is in here? Oh yeah, Dogecoin. We're gonna go over Dogecoin in just a minute. Who else came in? Patrick. Good with the music. Thank you, Patrick. AMG. Lord AR. Can you check out Dogelon Mars? I have 210 billion. At 6016, looking at least 2 to 3 billion market cap. Yeah, we can look at Dogecoin or Dogelon. Elon I'm very bullish on. If I can get in on Elon, I was at one point, I don't remember how much I had, but I had about $5,000 on Elon in the past, but then I don't have those anymore. But yeah, we'll look. Oh yeah, Orts. No, I did not look into ORT, but we can look at it. I'll go back to it in just a moment. Let's look at, what are we looking at? We did the graph, we did ABT. Elon. I think Elon is on my other chart here. Let's get over to Elon here. All right, pull up our Elon chart. So yeah, I think the bottom is in on Elon also. You can see that we have on the chart here. I don't know what this line is here. Too much stuff going on. But after the uptrend was broken, it came down to that final 786 support here. This green line down here. It has since back tested and come back down here. Now it is below it right now. We'll get into a smaller fib here in a moment. But ultimately, the wick here, a lot of things formed this same exact thing here. This last bottom. And they're forming the higher lows here. So that market structure we like to see to be at least short-term bullish here is coming in on almost everything here. So that tells me that the bottom of the market is being put in here. And it is October. So last October we started going up on everything. So if we go down to, let's go down to the 3-day chart. Let's pull up a tiny fib here on Dogelon Mars and see what is going on here. And a lot of times these things hit these little targets perfectly. So going from the low to the high there, it's trying to hold on to the 618 here at, what is that, 6012 here. But you can see ultimately the 786 level here held. It's looking good. This is exactly what you want to see, these wicks, the higher lows, and these levels being hit here. So a large red candle here, and we'll see if it holds up over this 1-2 area. It remains to be seen, but it's looking good off of this wick here. At most, if it comes down to this 11 area, it would still be holding that final support level, which it held on all of these candles back here. And if we switch it to the weekly, you can see it held up for about a month here, had a nice pump, but then ultimately it came back down. So, you know, not to nitpick it too much, but yeah, it looks good for a bottom being put in on Elon. You can also notice that if you just look back in the past history, all of these candles here, all of these weekly candles were holding up on this same level here. So I would say this is potentially the bottom on Elon finally after all of this time. But yeah, if I can get in on Elon before it gets over the macro 236 here, back over the 2-0 level here, I'm definitely going to get back in. And then you can be bullish on Elon once it gets back over the 3-3 level here at the 382 where it got stuck last time. So once you get over this price, that's when you're macro bullish and we can finally start looking at the higher targets here. But as you can see on the chart, it has to go up, what, 65% just to confirm the bottom is in. And then on the macro scale at least, and then 168% to get to that bullish level at that macro 382. But yeah, Elon's going to be a big play. When Elon runs, if you're not aware, if we look back the last time, when Elon runs, it runs hard. As you can see back here, just all of these green candles just spawned in and just went vertical here. And I'm expecting the same thing this cycle. Once it really takes off, it's just going to go to the moon out of nowhere. And people are going to get left behind here. So why do we have that down there? All right, so looking at it here, Elon, we're going to go with the conservative price. If it comes up to the new high here at the 1272, this is my target for Elon. I think Elon's going to hit this up to, what is that, 5066. I think that is the perfect target for Elon here, a $3.6 billion market cap and a decent, as of now, a 52.5x on Elon here. At one point when I was in on this thing, it was about a 40x to get to that level. And I was happy with my $5,000 and a 40x up to that level. But like I said, I don't own any anymore. But I think that's the target for Elon. I think it's going to hit this, and it may go way higher than that. We have the next target at the 1414 at 4010. That's where you actually take away another zero here up to that level. So that could be a good target that it's heading for, 5.4 billion market cap and a decent 85x on your Elon investment here. And then the top target here at the 1618 at 402, $11 billion market cap, and that's a 169x almost, so not bad for Elon here. So it's all going to depend. You know, if it has a huge run, it could make it all the way up there. But of course, that's why we go over these other targets here, so you guys have places to take profit out, because you don't want to let all your Elon ride up to, you know, thinking it's going to hit a 10 or 11 billion market cap and never makes it up there. It has a pullback, and then it just never goes back up, and then you're left holding for another 4 years. That sucks when you have to hold through that. But yeah, we're trying to map this stuff out so we don't get left holding the bag here on anything. So looking back over at the chat here. Oh yeah, we're going to look at ORT in just a minute. So who's in here now? Sean, Samurai Style, Charles, XGT, please. Yeah, it's going to get too many people in here asking for stuff. I mentioned, oh yeah, Kaibo Shiba yesterday. Yeah, let me get to the first one here. Let's look at ORT now. But I don't mind looking at what you guys want to look at, as long as there's not too many in here. If it gets to where there's too much in here, you're going to have to send a super chat or something for me to definitely look at it. But as of right now, we're good. So what are we looking at here? We're going to look at ORT. We tried to look at ORT yesterday, but I was running out of time. I had to go get the kids. Where did we put ORT at? Did we even look at ORT yesterday? Oh yeah, I'm on the wrong list here. Pretty sure we brought it up. Excuse my voice. All right, so taking a look at ORT here. So we have our fib on the chart. Let me switch this out. All right, let me go look at, so looking on ORT here, we'll get into some market caps here in just a moment, but looking from the low to the high on the smaller fib here, you can see that it is down below the 236 here. And as long as you're below that, then of course that does put in play, which that looks like a top candle here. So it looks like it's going to end up coming back down after breaking just above the 236 here, but not really holding. Let me put this on non-log. Yeah, okay, we're going to keep it on log scale here. So as long as you're below 13.3 here on ORT, expect to pull back down to the 382 here at about 12 pennies and drop another 8% here. But as long as you're over the 382, you would still be considered bullish, or you're probably going to end up coming down to a 618 retracement, which you could see would be fair, I would say, because you can see these candles held support down in this area, and then there was resistance here. So yeah, if you fall lower than 12, then you will probably have a 618 retracement here and come down to about 9. We'll say 10 pennies here and drop 24%. So 12 is what you want to hold, 13.3 is what you want to get back over, and if you can get over that, over 13.3, or if you hold 12 here, there's a good chance you'll get a nice bounce and then finally get back over the macro 236 here at 14, and that will confirm that this was a bottom here. You can see a double bottom here on ORT. Now, with all that being said, how high is this thing going to end up going from where it is today in price? Let me see if I can pull up the market cap. So if it comes up to the new high here on the Gate.io chart to 257, that is a, what is that, a 20x? Yeah, 20x on your investment here for ORT, just to make it up to 257 from where it is right now at 13 pennies. Let me see if I can bring up ORT on the calculator thing here. Oh yeah, we're in business here. So if ORT makes it up to, what did we say, 257, 258, that will give it a 543 million market cap. So that's not bad at all, $500 million. So we can go ahead and mark this down, 548 million. So yeah, $500 million market cap's not bad. If you're bullish on the project here, I don't see why not. Is this thing on Coinbase or any big exchanges? And yeah, not looking too bad on ORT if it makes it up to there for a decent 20x on your investment here. So hopefully that helped a little bit. If it goes higher, congratulations. I don't know how many people know about Ort or how many followers it has or how many holders it has, but good looking chart for a bottom and, going up. As we go over all the time on the channel here, this is what we like to see, a chart that topped out and it's been going down ever since, and it's finally established a bottom, and that's when you want to buy in or invest in these things before they get over the 3-2 and become bullish and do these multipliers in this next bull run coming up. So let me go back over to the chat here and let's see what we got going on. Too many things coming in here. So we did Ort, Volex. What is Volex? Voxel, I mean. Voxel. So anybody else new in here? Big Willie. What's up, Big Willie? Thanks for the content. I watch your video daily, and when you put them out, thank you for that. Thank you for the support. Can you review Simon's Cat? We can try to look at it. Depends on how new it is. Oh, Patrick with the $10. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate all your work. If you have time, I love your thoughts on Graph GLQ. Okay, I'll look at it definitely. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you for your time. $4.99 from Eric. Thank you. Thank you. Can you review Simon's Cat? It's a meme coin. Yeah, we'll look at those. We'll get to those in just a moment. What do we got here? Bolex. As long as I don't get too far behind, I will definitely look at your super chat coins here. But things that people ask for, like Voxel, however you say this one, we don't have a chart for, so it's going to take me a minute to find a chart. Is this on Coinbase? I guess we're just going to go with the Binance chart here. And if I'm looking at the wrong one, just say in chat that that's the wrong one, because we don't always get it right from the beginning here. So let's go to the weekly chart, do this as quick as we can. And yeah, good looking chart here. If it's got a bottom put in, then maybe this is a good one. I know nothing about it, as you can tell. So simply going from the high here to the low, to that new low here, keeping it real simple until you get back over the 236 here at 25 cents. You're currently at 15, down 15% on the week. Until you get back over that, the bottom is technically not in. And if it comes all the way back down to this low bottom here, there's no guarantee that that will hold at 9 from that one touch here. There was more of a bottom back here, but then of course that broke, which that area could very well hold once again. But let me simply just pull up a tiny fib on the chart here to see some support levels to watch. Low to the high really quick here. It is down below the 0.5, coming down to that 618. So you really want to come down here and hold that 13.8 level from where you are right now on the price here. So look for this thing to still drop, which it could still end up coming down all the way to the 786 here, but you're looking at about an 11% drop down to 13.8, and then the 786 here at 11 and dropping 25%. So either of those, if they hold, then you would still technically hold market structure here, even though you're trying to hold it right now. So if you only come down to 13.8 here, that would be very good for the price to continue going. And of course, this could turn into a wick and stay over 15.8 here, and then you would still be short-term bullish here, of course. So it all depends. So just keep an eye on those levels there. And if it is going to get back over 25 here and confirming the bottom is in here, and then the 382 once you're over 47.5, that would be bullish on the price here. And then you would look at these higher targets, of course. So looking at this thing, let me pull up the market cap here. So we're going to go over, we did Ort, and hopefully that was helping on Ort. So Voxel, I keep saying Volex, Voxel. So is it Voxel, Voxies, or Voxel X Network? I may have the wrong coin here. Let me go back over to chat. I'm not too sure. It's very annoying having to come back over to chat just to look. Voxel is a gaming token. Appreciate your work, bro. Thanks, Charles. Yes, on Coinbase. Okay, it is on Coinbase. What the fuck is going on with this market? WTF, I didn't cuss. That's right. Oh, so we are looking at the right one. So yeah, we're looking at it here. It is a, wow. Is it Voxel X Network? Is that the one we're looking at? All right, all right. I would just get into this. I'm not sure if we're looking at the right one or not. I think you said that's right. Yeah, this has to be it because... All right, anyway, let's get it up. So the 786 at 275, if it comes up to 275 on this thing, which is currently at 307, is that the right price? No, we are looking at the... I'm looking at the wrong one up here. So it is... Let me get this quick. This is why it's just complicated to look at new things. Okay, we're on the right one now. So it is Voxies. So you said this thing is on Coinbase. It's only got a 30 million market cap. That's not bad at all. So if this thing comes up to $2.75 on Voxies here, the ticker is Voxel. That will give it a 548 million market cap to hit that 786 there. So that's not bad at all. $500 million market cap. Didn't we just cover 548? So not bad. How much of a multiplier is that from today? If it ends up holding up, then you're looking at a 786 retracement, almost an 18x on your investment to make it up to the 786 retracement on Voxel here. So not bad at all. A very low market cap, so it has a lot of room to run. That's what you like to see, a chart like this, something on Coinbase and something that is all the way down here, of course, is what we love to see. So let me go back over to the chat once again. Yeah, you got the right one. All right. Yeah, it just took me a minute to get to the right one. What is that? Hethog? How do you say that name? 880. What's going on with the market? I don't think there's anything going on with the market. It's just we're not bullish yet. We went over that yesterday on the Bitcoin chart, that it's just trading in a large bull flag pattern, and it's just simply pulling back. So let me see here. So yeah, if it makes it up to the 786 retracement, 275, a decent 18x almost. If it's going to make a new high here, let's say it goes up to 2270, that will be a nice return. You can see a 149x almost on your investment here, and that would give it the market cap up to 2270. That would give you about a 4.5 billion dollar market cap on this thing here. So not bad. So I don't know anything about the project, but if it's a good project, low market cap on Coinbase, and it makes it all the way up here, you know, congratulations is all I can really say. So we'll just say a 4.5 billion market cap to that level. So that could be also a good play on this one here. So thanks for bringing this up. I may have to do a video on this one to see if it gets any views. So we like these low market cap ones on Coinbase because a lot of people are going to pile into Coinbase. When your friends and family start asking you about crypto when we're super bullish, you know, these people are going to go on here and just buy whatever, and these things are just going to pump to the moon. And we're going to be prepared because we're buying in down here at these levels where nobody wants to touch crypto right now because they think we're going to zero. So I think you guys are going to make a lot of money, and I'm glad that that is the case here. I don't know about you guys, but everybody I know in my life, nobody talks about crypto. If I talk about crypto, their eyes, glaze over. They don't want to, they don't even want to talk about it. They think it's a scam or whatever they think. All right, let me get these super chats out of the way. GLQ. All right, we're gonna look at GLQ here. 5 billion market cap. I just read your comment, Lord AR. So you feel like a 2.3 billion market cap for Elon? Yeah, I think it's going to hit that target there. I think a good 50x out of Elon is definitely in play. Like I said, when it starts running, when Elon runs, when it finally does run, it's going to run really hard here. It's just going to shoot straight up, in my opinion. Elon will. I think a lot of whales are going to dump money into it when it starts, or when it's running, and that's a good place to put your money in. I think Elon's going to surprise a lot of people. That's why I hope I can get in on it before it goes to the moon. So what are we looking at? GLQ. We don't have a chart for this one. Could have sworn I've looked at this one in the past. Is this it? GLQ protocol, Graphling protocol. We'll look at the Gate.io chart here to see what's going on with this thing. See how old it is. So hopefully you guys are doing well. I've already said that. Welcome to all the new people coming in here. So yeah, looking at GLQ protocol. Let me see if there's a better chart here, because I don't like that large wick there. Let me just pull up one more chart. GLQ. KuCoin. Yeah, I used to use KuCoin and MEXC and Bitmart, all these different exchanges. Now they all want KYC, and I can't use them anymore. But I guess it's a good thing. I lost so much money trading on MEXC with leverage. Just ridiculous amounts of money just gone out of nowhere. All right, let me just bring up the KuCoin chart. So either or. All right, see the KuCoin chart doesn't have that large wick as the Gate.io chart does, so maybe this will be a better chart here. I don't know what you guys trade on. I know if you're in the US, it's hard to trade on a lot of exchanges besides like Coinbase and Crypto.com and stuff like that. All right, so looking at it here, looking good. It broke the previous high here for just a moment, but there was no follow through. Came right back down, and it's pretty much holding this 786 level. You can see it is respecting the level somewhat. This 618 here with all this past support, turned resistance, and then turned support once again. And the overall chart, of course, higher highs, higher lows, very bullish looking overall macro chart on GLQ here. So as long as you're over the 786 at, what is that, 4.5 pennies, this thing's looking good. Now if we draw from the most recent pullback here on that 236 where it held that level perfectly here, my computer's acting slow. So if we draw from the low to the high, we can see that on the shorter fib here, right over that 236, that candle right here, this weekly candle held it perfectly at 7.8, and we're above that. So as long as you're above 0.78, this thing is bullish to continue pushing higher here. So looking good here. As long as you stay above that level, the next target up, of course, is going to be this high level here at 12.9, a 50% move. And then once this thing breaks out over 20 cents here, breaks this high here, that's when you'll take a shot at that new high at the 1272. So looking bullish right now on this one. We'll get the market cap here in just a moment. So from where we are right now in price, if it stays over that 236 and we break through these next two levels here, then you can see that that's going to take you up about 5.5x up to that 1272 at 45.5 pennies here. And one other thing I would note is, of course, the downtrend here was broken. So another good step in the right direction. It could come down and back test this as support on that smaller fib. We had that 382 down here with that 786. So if it falls lower than that 236, it very well could have a pullback and one last chance to buy in on this thing, dropping down to these levels. So it could drop 40% if it's going to come back and back test the trend line here and the 786 and that 382 here. But right now, as long as you're over that 236, it is bullish on GLQ here. So let me bring up the market cap. If it comes up to a 45.5 cent level on GLQ, let me see if I can find this one, GLQ. Yeah, we got it here. So GLQ up to 0.45 is going to give you a $153 million market cap. What's the market cap right now? 29 million. So yeah, that's not bad at all to hit 153 million here to 45 cents. I would say that's definitely in play. We're gonna have to go a lot higher with this thing here. So not even a 200 million market cap to make it appear for a good 5.5x on your investment here. And let's look at the 618, the 1618. So if it comes up to the 1618 at about 226, that's going to give you a decent 26x on this thing. So $2.26 on, my computer is not acting right. So $2.26 here, that will give you a $768 million market cap. So not even a billion market cap to do a 25x on this thing. So that's not bad at all. So yeah, this could be a very good one here, even though it is, you know, up a lot, but it looks good. I think it's going to have some decent returns for whoever's invested in it here. So hopefully that helped a little bit there. Some levels to watch. You have 226 here, definitely probably going to get hit. And then all the way up to the 2272 at 46.75 there, which, did I do that right? Where did I get 226 from? Oh yeah, we didn't even go over the 46. So yeah, two good targets there to watch on GLQ. Hopefully that helped. It looks good. Low market cap, and depending on where you can buy this thing, it's bullish right now, and we got these targets to watch here. So decent returns here, 5.5x up to 45, and then if it hits the 1618, good solid, not even a billion market cap, and a good solid 26x on your investment on GLQ here. So I got to get back over to the chat here. Simon's cat, that's what we're going to look at. Yeah, I'm getting way behind on the chat here, and there's only 9 of you in here watching. Yesterday we had like an average of 14 and a high of like 25. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't know how long we're going to go today. I don't have to go get kids until 3, so I would say we're good for now. So we looked at GLQ. Thank you for your time. Let's look at Simon's cat. Let me see if I can find Simon's cat here. What's the ticker for that? Is it just Simon's cat? GLQ looking like a gem, 68% circulating supply already. Oh, that's good. Yeah, could be a very good play here. So looking for, what are we looking for? Simon's cat. I would guess that's on Deck Screener. Let's see. Let me go over to Deck Screener really quick here. Let me bring it up so you guys can see Deck Screener. So we went over Alien Base. We kind of looked at Sol Ordi, one we mentioned yesterday about a good solid Solana meme coin that could do really good returns. So we're looking for Simon. Is this on Solana? Simon's cat. On Uphold, cat, I think, on Uphold. Cat on Uphold. So what is the market cap right now on this thing? Simon's. If it's cat, it's probably this one here. Pancake Swap. Let's just look at it. 1 billion, 1 billion of owners. What? So is this the right one we're looking at on the screen here? I don't like the volume on the chart. So back over. You know what? Let me pop the chat out here. If I can do that. All right, this has to be at 195 million is what we're seeing here. I have Simon Cat on uphold. Yeah, so this has to be it. I'll do what I can on it, I guess. Like I said before, if you've ever watched any of the videos or the last live stream, it's very hard to do TA on these new meme coins here. And a lot of people say you can't really do it on them because they are meme coins and they could just go to the moon or go to zero at any moment. They don't have to respect anything. But we can notice on the chart here, it may have broken the uptrend here, which it looks like it has. So not looking the greatest on this one. It all depends on, you know, where this thing's gonna end up. So, you know, do your own research on it, do their website, check out their Twitter. And if they're active on Twitter and they got a decent website, you can see they do have 228,000 holders here. So that's very good. So this thing could come up, but right now it is coming down. But also notice on the chart, even though the uptrend was broken, if we draw another line here, you can see all that resistance now turns support. So it could very well be putting in a bottom right where it is right now and start going right back up, because you can see any lower than that, then you're going to break back down below this area here and here. And if we simply draw a fib on the chart, which I may take it off of log for just a moment, but if we go from the low to the high here, because it is so new, you can see we're down below the 236 here at 4031. The next stop to remain bullish would be the 382 here, but let me take this off of log really quick here. So off of log, low to the high, we're down sitting right on the 0.5 here. So this looks a lot better here on the chart, looking on the daily candles here. So any lower than this 4027 here, we're at 2.8 at the moment, then you run the risk of just breaking down and going to zero here, because this is the, if you want to call it that, the macro support level here for this resistance now turn support. So that's really all I can say. If this thing's going to bottom out, this has to be it here. So 194 million market cap. How high is this thing going to end up going? So if this thing hits 194 million, if this thing hits 500 million, we'll just keep a simple round number here. If it goes up to a 500 million market cap, then we switch this over to market cap here. We scroll this out and we can just simply do it here really quick. Let me bring up my measuring tool here. So if this is the bottom, if it comes back up here to that 300 million market cap, that's only a 50% move. So if it comes up to about a 5 million market cap, you can see about a 2.5x on your investment, and it's probably going to go way higher than that. So what do we say, 500 million? If it hits a billion market cap, if you think this one, it does have a lot of holders, so if it hits a billion market cap all the way up here, then you are looking at a, what is that, about 5x to a billion market cap. So yeah, I mean, that's really all I can do on it. You know, it's very hard to pick the right meme coin, the right cat, the right dog, and have it go anywhere. I've put money into so many different meme coins, and every one of them goes to zero all the time. But that's just the way I invest. That's just what happens. So let me get back over to the chat here. But yeah, I know a lot of people that make a lot of money on meme coins. I actually have a friend, which I never make money, and then he puts his money into one meme coin and He disappeared because now he's a millionaire. I never hear from him anymore. All right, so we're looking at the chart here. Let me get back over to chat just so we can see what's going on here in the chat. All right, back to the chat here. Oh, we got 17 people watching now. Who's in here now? Shadow. Yeah, you said you were gonna make, or you missed the last one. Welcome in, Shadow. Good to see you, Eric. Yeah, active on Twitter and YouTube. Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, as long as they're active on Twitter, they got a good website, and they got as many holders as they do, it's probably going to go way higher than I just told you. And it'd probably be a really good play. But I wouldn't, throw my life savings into something like that. That's something you gamble on, in my opinion, at least. I never put more than $100 on a meme coin because I've put in that much before, and then I took it down to about 50. And I'm expecting, at least a 20x just to get some money to roll into something else or another meme coin, and they always go to zero on me. But I've been doing more research lately, and I mentioned these yesterday. Soul Ordi, if you guys heard of it, or have heard of it. Honk, Bork, what's the other one? Ping. All those are good Solana meme coins that I think are going to go back up. So what did we want to look at here? We looked at GLQ, AXGT for Charles. He said that earlier. AXGT. Let me bring the chart back up. So all you new people coming in here, how are you guys doing? Are you guys at work? Some people are watching from work right now. I've done that before in the past where I just keep a live stream on and just listen to it. It makes the day go a lot faster. So we're looking at AX. What was it? AXGT. What is that? AXGT. If I miss anything, just repeat it. Is this it here? A governance token? Dang, this thing's only on Uniswap. We can try to look at it. I've tried to buy things on Uniswap and PancakeSwap before. Never works out. Is this the right one? Axon DAO governance token. Let me go back to the chat here. Yeah, I'm at work right now. Could you see Falks, please? I know it's down, but low market cap. Never heard of that one. Samurai Styles at work right now. I asked this yesterday, so where are you guys from? Some of you answered yesterday, but we got people from all over that watch the channel here. And I know I've mentioned it before, but I am in Texas, by the way. South Texas in the house here. The sun was beaming yesterday. The sun was killing me yesterday. So is this the right one we're looking at? The AG or AXGT, the DAO governance token. I'm just going to assume it is. So we're just going to get into it here. Don't want to linger on the chart here for too long. So we're just going to go from the low here to the high. This is on PancakeSwap, or Uniswap rather. And it's holding up over the 382 as we can see here. So it looks good for a bullish chart. Had a nice bounce, got stuck perfectly at the 236 at 26.5. But you are still bullish over the 382. As long as you're over this 11.5 pennies, you're bullish. If you fall lower than that, especially off of all of these candles not holding perfectly on the level here, but holding this general price area any lower than these levels here, then you will end up probably dropping all the way back down to the 618 and lower than that probably. But you can see the 618 would take you down 83%, take you back down to 3 pennies. It would fill the gap back here, so that could be in play, but it doesn't have to. It's still over the 382 on the macro scale here. And then if this is the right one, how high can it go? It all depends. It needs to get listed. I don't know anything about these governance tokens, but they need to be on exchanges where people can buy them. Because if nobody can find it, or nobody can buy it, or nobody knows how to use PancakeSwap, Uniswap, whatever swap you're using, if people don't know how to use it, they're going to just go to Coinbase and buy whatever's on Coinbase, or Crypto.com, or something easy like that, or Binance, something they can easily get in and get out of, instead of having to go through all these loops and hoops to get just to buy something. So looking at it here, let's go ahead and measure it really quick here. And if it comes up, wow, that's a massive move. Well, let's go to the first one here. If it comes up to the 1272, which it probably will end up doing, I don't know anything about the project or the market cap, but you can see good, decent, solid 11.5x up to $2 here. It's probably definitely in play here from where you are right now. So not too shabby for Axon DAO governance token here. If it goes up to the next level, about 287, you're looking at a 16.5x, and then the 1618 at 478 here is a decent 27x on your investment here, up to about 480. Let me see if I can find this one on the calculator thing here. It's got an awful name, by the way. Can't remember this. AXGT. Okay. I like this website. If you guys don't know about this one, it's called the Coin Perspective. You just type in any token here, type in the price, and it comes up with the market cap and the multiplier that it's going to do. So if this thing comes up to, what is that? The 1618 at 480. So we just type in 480. I know you guys can't see this right now, but I'm typing it in. If it comes up to 480, that is at $873 million market cap and a 26x on this thing. So 873. I'll go ahead and mark that on the chart here. So not even a billion market cap, 873 million. So just take that information as you will. Nice 26x up to that market cap, under a billion on this thing. So hopefully that helped on that one. Let me go back over to the chat here, make sure everything's working right. Man, I could do this all day. After streaming yesterday, it's kind of addicting. Make a couple of videos a day and just get on here and we'll just kind of chat and get the community growing and just go over, whatever you guys want me to look at. So let me get back over to the chat here. Okay. Texas here as well, Patrick. Yeah. Texas is a good state to live in my opinion, but I guess I'm biased because I live here. I've lived here all my life. But it does get hot here. 190 million. Yeah, and if you guys aren't aware, I do have a Twitter. So, go to the homepage on YouTube and there's a link to go to Twitter. I'm trying to grow on Twitter, and then I'll eventually start streaming. When we stream here, I'll also stream it onto Twitter here because I'm trying to grow the channel here. I'm trying to get to that 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So what do we got here? Patrick's from Texas. Eric is from Los Angeles. I've never been to California. My brother has, though. Dallas, California, New Jersey, PA. Is that Pennsylvania? So a lot of people from California in the chat. How is California? I bet it's nice there, but people like to bash California for politics and whatever else, but we don't care about all that stuff. We care about making money on crypto. Love the no state tax, but yeah, the heat. Yeah. Like I said, it was 69 this morning when I woke up. And yesterday, the sun was beaming so hard. If you weren't in the shade, it was just like someone was stabbing you. It's ridiculous. So did I miss anything? I'm just going to kind of go back up through the chat here. I got the 2 super chats. We looked at Simon Cat, what we could, GOQ, AXGT. Hopefully that helped Charles from what I did on there. GFI. Yeah, we can look at GFI. We look at GFI all the time, so that one's going to be an easy one. Goldfinch. Yeah, Pennsylvania. That's what I thought. So what else? What else we got going here? FALX. Let's look at that one, and then we'll do GFI. FALX. But yeah, I figured if you guys aren't aware, I'm going to try to stream every day in October just to see how it helps out the channel, helps out the revenue, because I really want to do this full time. I'm tired of working. I'm too old to work. I know a lot of you guys probably feel the same way. Even if you're young, nobody wants to work. I guess we're just going to look at the MEXC chart here. So what is this one even called? Falcon X? Is this the right one? Falcon X. We're going to have to go down to the 3-day chart here, get a better view of it. Let me type this in the other website here. What was the ticker on that one again? Can't seem to find it. FALX. Where can you buy this one at? All right, we found it. Oh, not a bad ticker symbol. Their little pictures, kind of bullish looking. I like that. All right, so Falcon X. Where can you buy this thing at? It's only sitting at a 6 million market cap. Jeez. I wish this website had to where you could see how many or what exchanges you could buy this thing on. Oh well. But yeah, 6 million market cap. We found the chart here. Not looking too bad. Let's go ahead and draw our fibs on the chart. High to the low here. And let's see if anything's being respected. Yeah, it's respecting the levels. I like to see that. That's what we like to see here. So hit the bottom, came back up, held the 0.5 for just a moment here, dipped back down, and it is still back above the 382. So just keep it that simple. As long as you're above 3059 here, down 14% on the week, you are still considered on the overall chart here bullish over that 5.9 level here. So as long as you hold that, it's just kind of trading sideways right now, not really doing anything, just accumulating. The price to beat from where you are right now is the 0.5 at 3074, a 20% move. And then from looking at the chart here, in my opinion, once this thing breaks over the 618 at 3094, a 50% move, just due to the fact of the support back here turn resistance. And once you break back over that level, that's when this thing's going to have a potential breakout to the upside here. So over this 9.4 level, this thing may start flying, especially since it has such a low market cap here on Falcon X. So not bad here. Got a bullish looking symbol, but I do not know anything about the project here. Not enough time in the day to look at every project and every aspect of everything. So if it comes up to the new high at the 1272 at 203, that's going to give you a 5.5x on your investment, which is probably guaranteed here if it holds up over this macro 382 and you go to that level there, which is, like I said, more likely than not. So if it goes up to, what is that, 203? 2033. That's going to give you a $33 million market cap. So not bad at all. It's all going to depend on what this thing is on. What big exchanges can you buy this thing on? Let me go back to the chat to see if you guys are saying anything. So where can you buy this thing? Manosphere Hall of Fame, welcome to the live stream. I regret to inform you that, folks, that we will not see an alt season this year. Why do you say that? I think once the dominance falls below 51%, that's when it's going to start. Yeah, tired of working. Okay. Decentralized science. I never heard of that before. Rosa Bell vlogs. Welcome in. Yo, hello everyone. Oops, I'm on the wrong channel. It's me, Metal Detecting England. Okay. Beebs, I think that's how I say your name. Spectre AI is up 1600%. Almost all the supply in circulation with 10 million supply. Only a 14 million market cap. Is there still room to grow? Thanks. Spectre AI. I'll look at it. We'll look at it. We're looking at Falcon X right now. I think we just went over Falcon X. What did I say? A 30 million market cap to make it up to this first level here for a 5X. So let's say this thing makes it up to the 2272 at 2 pennies. If this thing, Falcon X, with the low market cap, can make it up to 2 pennies here, that's going to give you a market cap of 200 million. So a lot of room to grow on this one. If it's a good project and if you can buy this thing on some bigger exchanges, it may be a very good play. Yeah, it depends on the holders, and all those aspects there. Did I say 200 million? So if it comes up to a 200 million market cap from the 6 million it's at right now, a very decent 38.5, almost a 39x to make it to 2 pennies here. And like I said, I have no idea about the project or where you can buy it, but that's not a high market cap at all. If it's a good project and you can buy it on bigger exchanges, 200 million is nothing here. So a decent return on this one here potentially. We may have to look into this one more. So yeah. Let me go back over to the chat here. What are we looking at now? I got so many tabs open I can't keep up with anything. So yeah, Metal Detecting done exposed himself. So what is Rosabella vlogs? I've seen your other channel. I subscribe to your Metal Detecting channel here, but I think I told you that a while back. Definitely research AXGT. Yeah, I'm gonna write these down so we can look into them, because a lot of these y'all are coming up with I've never heard of. Back on the right channel now, hoping we turn bullish soon. Yeah, some people were saying this month we're gonna be bullish. It's all over Twitter with the October thing. Maybe mid-October we'll turn bullish and just continue going up for the rest of the year. Not really like to the moon up, but we just grind our way up and sideways. That would be good to where we all stop losing money. And like I said before, over the last couple of months we've been looking at everything. Once everything broke down, we've been looking at these last support levels, and I would like to think that a lot of you guys watching the channel here have been buying into these things that have been bottoming out. And when no one wants to buy crypto right now, this is the time to be buying, or the last couple of months I would say, where nobody wants to buy anything. And then when these things start running to the moon, that's when everyone's going to pile in, and at that point it's too late. So yeah, we will see what happens here, but I think the bull run is really going to kick off probably next spring. If we have time after I look at these coins, we'll go to the BTC chart we went over yesterday. I have it all mapped out to where we can pretty much it pretty much lines out and tells you exactly where the tops are, the bottoms are, and how long it takes, and we'll see what happens. So what did we want to look at here? You said Spectre AI. I don't know if I missed anything up here. Oh yeah, GFI and Origin Trail. Let me do those first. Don't forget to hit the like button on the live streams here. We're trying to get the channel to grow. We're trying to get the word out. Trying to get you guys over on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. The link is on the homepage, but it will help out with the algorithm. If you guys like the video, like the upstream here, or the upstream, the live stream, not the upstream. I don't know where that came from. But yeah, like I mentioned yesterday, I got hit with that thing a while back saying I had invalid traffic on my channel, which was all the spam bots, and they pretty much blacklisted my channel from the ads and stuff. I went from making over $600 a month, which was paying my car payment, by the way, and then that money just went down below 100. It went to zero, and it hasn't recovered yet. And from what I see online from other big YouTubers that got hit with this, it takes like 80 days plus just for the algorithm to fix itself and get your channel back to normal. Because by now, with over 8,000 subscribers, coming up on 9,000, I should be way over $1,000 a month on revenue. But they decided I'm not good enough, I guess. I blame the bots and the spam comments. It's just ridiculous. If you guys noticed, not too long ago I put up a video, and before I could even get on the video and put the pinned comment, there was already bots in there spamming comments. It's ridiculous. So what are we looking at? GFI. Yeah, we're bullish on GFI. So GFI, Goldfinch here. We cover this one all the time on the channel, so this one's going to be easy to look at, and then we'll look at the other one, Origin Trail, here in a minute. I forgot about Origin Trail, actually. So GFI here is one of the ones, let's see, it's down below our red box here, which I would imagine, of course, is a Fibonacci level, a 236 or a 382 probably, depending on where we draw this at. So yeah, we have our 236. So we're still above the 0.5 and the 382 here at 167 up to 180 almost. The price is going completely sideways here. So it is getting accumulated. That is very good to see. If we pull this up from this low to the recent high, you can see we're holding over the 618, which is very good, over the $2 range. So looking good on GFI. Accumulation going, low to the high 618 is holding. So as long as you're over that, the couple of prices to beat is to get back over 250. Let me zoom this in a little bit here. And then, of course, the red box here, which is that larger 382 or 236 level here at about 277. So 277 up to about $3 is your price, big price to beat. Once we get over that, or we're back in business here on GFI to push higher. So from where you are right now to get to 250, about a 13% move, and then up to the bottom of the box, the 236 here is about a 26% move, and then ultimately to get up to the $3 range is about a 37% move. So once again, bullish back over that $3 range, back over the macro 618 here, and we'll start having this thing move up. So GFI is another good one here. Didn't quite break down as far as a lot of things, so it held up very well as we just went over. With that being said, how high is GFI going to go this cycle here? So we do have the new high here. This one is on Coinbase, by the way, up to the 1272 at 52, a $4 billion market cap, which let me check the market cap now, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, isn't GFI one of the ones that unlocks tokens into circulation? I'm not sure. Like I've said before, there's so many to keep up with. So if it makes it up to 52 bucks here, let's see what this website tells me. So GFI, let's plug that in, Goldfinch. Really quickly here, $52 is going to give you a $4.4 billion market cap. So is that what we have up here? 4 billion, so we'll do a 4.4. So we were close. Maybe they did release some coins into circulation, but not looking bad. So if it makes the new high here, easy to buy. It's on Coinbase. Right now it's a low market cap. You are looking from today, if it comes up to this market cap here, about a 24x on your investment here. So not bad at all. And it may go way higher than that. I do not know. But yeah, that's what we got for GFI for now. And like I keep mentioning, anything on Coinbase or one of the larger exchanges, the more exchanges something has, the more likely it is, the more likely it's going to pump to the moon when it comes down to it. Because when the whole world piles into crypto, that's the point to where, they're easy to buy and everyone's just going to put their money at whatever's moving. And I don't know why that is. Why do people like to buy when things, I remember last bull run, when things were going to the moon. I remember Shiba, when Shiba was way up at the top, everyone was bullish on it. Everyone was saying it was going this, here and there. And people were just piling in at the top, and it just went to zero from there. But I was smart enough to take my money out of Shiba at the top. That was one of the ones I did good on last cycle. Of course, that money's all gone now. So what are we looking at here? Thank you. Yeah, it's my gaming channel for Among Us, LOL. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mentioned yesterday, my 9-year-old son wants to make a gaming channel. He plays the VR, plays Gorilla Tag all the time, and he wants to be a YouTuber. He wants a YouTube channel really bad, but I don't know how I feel about it. I'd take a 20-cent Jasmine and a $2 Caspa. I would ride off into the sunset. Yeah, you're gonna ride off into the sunset, Beebs, if that's how you say your name. I think Jasmine's going to $1 at most, or at least 30 cents. So it's gonna hit 30 cents, and I think it's gonna hit $1. So yeah, make some money there. I think AMG asked about Sensei further back in the chat. Okay, thank you, Patrick. Sensei. Oh, we gotta look at Origin Trail and Sensei. So let me go to Origin Trail here. And like I said before, if you guys really want me to look at something and not forget it, just send it on a super chat, because I will get to the super chats, even if this goes on for a long time and I run out of time before I have to go pick up kids from school today. I'll just have to stay on and let the kids rot in the parking lot. I'm just kidding. So looking at it here, they'll understand. I'll tell them I was streaming. I couldn't let my people not get their coins covered. So what are we looking for? Origin Trail track. That's the ticker for Origin Trail, right? If I remember correctly. We haven't looked at track in a while. Another one on Coinbase. Another one with potentially a low market cap. So we haven't looked at this one in a good while. I don't even know what's going on with the fib here. I'm gonna have to redraw all this. So it's down 20% on the week here. We started off the live stream here waiting for people to come in. I covered Gala, by the way. I think Gala put the bottom in, Gala Games. So going from the high to the low, came up to the 618, got stuck, and reversed course here at 146. It's down back below the 382. So it's not macro bullish anymore at the moment. Let's see what the other fib tells us here. If we go from the high, or the low to the high rather, right above the 0.5, right below the 382 on this one here. So that's the reason the price is just kind of sitting here. But also notice the wick here, and it is still making higher lows here on the, if we go down to the smaller time frames. So as long as you're above 46.5 here, the price to beat is about 59 to 60 cents here. You can see 61 over this level here. And once you get over that, not only would you be macro bullish over the 382, but low to the high, you would be bullish over the 382 here to push up to this 87 to 93 area. So yeah, back over this level here would get you back to being short-term bullish and macro bullish on Origin Trail. So not bad here. So let's take the smaller one off of the screen. And if you fall below that 0.5, you're probably coming back down to the 236. But like I said, market structure here, it's looking good for the moment, as long as you do not break the structure here, which that structure being, if you're not aware, would be the higher lows here. So if it comes any lower than this wick back here, then it's probably going to end up breaking down, and that looks like it's about what, 48 cents. So any lower than about 48 cents, then you could end up breaking down on track here. With that being said, how high is this thing going to end up going? I do not believe we have the market cap on here, but if you just give me a moment, that is, I can look that up. So back over here, let me check the chat really quick. Hopefully that's not flying by. But yeah, Beebs that said 20-cent Jasmine. I think that's lowballing Jasmine. And $2 on Caspa. Caspa is going to go probably $5 plus. So you're going to make it out okay. I don't hold GFI, but it looks good. Yeah, I don't hold anything right now. Not because I don't want to, but it's because I'm poor. People are too scared to buy low. Yeah, I know, Patrick. That's just the way it is. They're going to buy when there's giant green candles spawning in here. That's when you're going to have your family, your brothers, your sisters, your kids, or not your kids, but your co-workers. Everyone's going to start asking, oh, did you hear about Bitcoin going up? Or whatever it's going to be. And then at that point, it's too late. When I was looking for a second job over the last couple of months, I worked at a grocery store for about a week. Did not like it at all, but there was a young lad in there, and we started talking, and we started talking about stocks, and then we started talking about crypto. And I started talking about different cryptos that we cover on the channel here. He had no idea about any of it. All he knew was Bitcoin and Dogecoin. That's all he knew about. He didn't know there was millions of coins out there. So most people don't know about crypto. Nobody in my life knows about it really. No one cares. They only care when it's going to the moon here. So what are we looking at? We are looking at Track here. So let me get the market caps for Track. So if Track comes up to the 786 at 277, let me plug this in for Track. We can also look at the market cap here. Why is it not popping up? Why do they not have Track on here? There it is. So right now it's sitting at a $209 million market cap. And if it can end up going up to 277 in price, just to that 786 here, that's going to give you the market cap of 1.1 billion here on Track. So what is the circulating supply? 406 million supposedly. So 1.1 million, so 1 billion market cap to make it up to the 786 here. So we'll just mark that down, 1.1. And then if it's going to make a new high up to 1750, we'll get to the measurement here in a minute. So if it makes it up to 1750 on Track here this cycle, about a $7 billion market cap. So not bad here. And I've heard a lot of people say that things on Coinbase, if they're low market caps, they're definitely going to hit a billion market cap. I don't know why people say that, but they do. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that before. So if it makes it up here, that's a 7 billion market cap. We're just going to leave the B on there and make it easier. So with all that being said, remember those smaller prices we went over. Of course, if this thing is going to move up to these targets here, if I can get the right tool, holding over that 0.5, if it comes up and only does a 786 retracement, which I think it very well more likely than not do, you can see a 5.5x up to that 786 retracement. And then if it breaks the previous high and comes up to the new high here, you're looking at that 7 billion market cap up to that price and about a 35x on your investment for Track here. So not bad at all. So bullish once again, back over 60 cents, back over the 382 here. And then we'll see if this market structure holds up. So what do we got going on in the chat here? So anybody else coming in here? We got the same couple of people in. Let me see how many people we got in now. We got 22 people watching. Not bad. Yesterday was 25. Did we already do ALB? Yes, we did. ALB still holding up. Pretty much from the last update I did on the channel, it's still doing the same thing, holding up over that 4 penny price. FOMO and confirmation bias. Yeah, I already read those. Degen. Is Degen pumping? I thought I saw that Degen was pumping. Help this man with his car payment, subbing like. No, I got a job. I can pay my car payment. It's just I had that extra money on the side. You know, that's what I paid my car payment with. So I had extra money from my paychecks. But the real reason, I had to actually take my money out of the market is because I worked at a job for 21 plus years, and then I got laid off. So the company's pretty much out of business now. So all that time and effort over the years put in, and then you're just let go like that. And then I went like 5 months without a job, and then all kinds of stuff just came in. You know, things happen, and it is what it is. But I'm trying now. We'll see what happens. Trying to get this channel rolling. It pumped 60% recently. I believe we did an update on it. Did I miss anything? What did you say? Ask for... Let me see. Let me scroll back up a little bit here. Degen, someone asked for something. They Damn, I can't see it. Swift coin, ABT doing. We just went over ABT. Jovello. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream, Jovello. We already did that one. ABT's looking good. Here's what? Late for the show. D stands. Welcome. How's your day going, bro? It's going good. I actually didn't end up going to work today, like I said yesterday. I just decided to take the day off. I didn't feel like going in. But I will be in work tomorrow. I'm going to work for the next 5 days in a row. 6 days in a row, I think. But I will live stream every day. Even if I get off work tomorrow late, I'm still going to come and live stream because I'm getting addicted to this. I'm trying to help the channel grow and just get this thing rolling, like I keep saying. I don't know what else to say. Same happened to me. I had 24 years and they discontinued my position. Yeah, that sucks. Especially when you're older and you're 30 and you're 40s and you got to start all over. And especially if you didn't go to school for anything, you don't have any degrees or anything, and you just, working your way up in a company, and then just after all that time, it's just gone. And at the same time that happened, right after that happened, about a month later while I was still job hunting, that's when YouTube took away that car money, because I actually was counting on that money to pay the car payment, my truck payment, so it didn't get repoed, which I still have the truck, but I got hit all at the same time with some unexpected bills, losing my long-term job, and then YouTube screwing me over with the bots in the comments telling me I had invalid traffic and just taking my money away. Just everything at once is stupid. Check out Dreaming Giant, brother. I'll look at it. I'm trying to find the comment. Someone asked for something else and I think I skipped it. Oh yeah, here we go. SNSY. SNSY. When it's on a super chat, it pops up in this big box and it's very easy to see. So what are we looking at? SNSY? SN... Oh, I guess we've never looked at this one before. We're gonna have to look at the MEXC chart, I guess. So SNSY. What is this one? Sensei? Yeah, it looks like we can look at this one easily. Looking on the 3-day chart here. Let me see if I can find this one on the other website. Yeah, there we go. So this thing is sitting at a 5 million market cap right now. So where can you buy this thing at? Is it on any large exchanges here where people can easily buy it? Let's go ahead and draw on the chart here. So looking at Sensei on the MEXC chart, high to the low, you can see it came up. Let me see, how old is this thing? This year. Sometimes we have to take it off of log to see if it works better. Nope. So it's getting stuck at the 236, got over that, so that does confirm the bottom is in on Sensei here. We also have the uptrend holding, so looking good in that respect here. Got stuck right at the 382, got over it here on this 3-day candle. Let me look at the weekly. Okay, the weekly. So yeah, got over it, but there was no follow through and it's coming right back down. What we can do is draw another fib going from the low to the high to see if it's going to catch any sort of support on its way down here. And depending on where you draw it from, you can see we do have the 382 here. Let me pull this up just a little bit at 001, so it could end up holding here. And then also if we pull the fib up, let's see what that tells us. If we go from this most recent low to that high, you can see that 382 comes into play again at 001. So as it's coming down on this large red candle, you want to stay over that 001 level here. Another 5.5% drop. Any lower than that, then you are coming back down to that 236 and you're going to drop about 13%. But as long as you're over the macro 236 at 001, the bottom is in, and we'll see if it holds here. If it holds that smaller 382, you could get a bounce right back up on the price. And until you get an established over the 382 at 0018, we cannot be bullish on this project quite yet, even though it looks good right now. And as for how high this thing is going to go, we can see the 618 retracement. Let me pull up the measurement tool. We're just going to keep it simple from where we are right now. Not a very good move at all here. So about a 3.5x to make it up to the 786 at 0048. If it comes up to that level at 0.0048, that's going to give you a $16 million market cap. That's not high at all, in my opinion, at least. So we're just going to go with the new high here. So if it comes up and makes a new high on the MEXC chart at the 1272 at 1.5 pennies. So 1.5 pennies on Sensei here would give you a market cap of 52 million, 52.5 million. And if it's going to go higher than that, I do not know. This is one we've never covered. So what did I say? 52.5 million. 52 million. We'll just leave it at that. So it's probably going to come up here depending on if it's a good project and people know about it. So to the 1272 at 1.5 pennies, a 52 million market cap would give you a little over a 10x on Sensei here from where you are right now. So it could be a good play. Just do your own research, of course. And like I've said before, it's got to be to where people can buy these things. If no one can buy it, then it's not going to go anywhere. People got to be able to pile into it when there's green candles spawning in. So back over to the chat. What are we looking at here? So how long have we been streaming already? Over an hour? Not bad. We did almost 2 hours yesterday. 20 people in the chat right now. DGen, yeah, let me look at DGen here in a moment. Get behind on the chat again. Jaga Jat, what kind of name is that? Jaga Jat. Hi, I have a marketing proposal from a leading crypto forex commodities exchange. You can always DM me on Twitter. That's where all the scams come in at, is on Twitter. I'm not saying you're a scam, but I get a lot of those on Twitter all the time. And it's hard to know who is for real and what's going to steal all your money. So, it is what it is. Do you still XEN? Do I still cover XEN? Yeah, we still cover XEN. Late for the show. Oh yeah, I already read that. Yeah, we still cover XEN. We're bullish on XEN, Swiftcoin, LOD Gen. Okay, I gotta catch up here. Okay, I need to go over Dreaming Giant. Started by myself. Oh, you started your own coin? Who's the official WWE Raw theme song creator? You? Dreaming Giant. Yeah, I still like XEN this cycle. If I can get in on XEN before it moves, I'm going to get in on XEN. I actually have a list on my computer of rollover plays of all these ones like XEN, Spell Token. Used to have Blocktopia on there, but Blocktopia went to zero, I think. I think it found a bottom, but I'm not sure. But yeah, Sensei is on base chain, so Coinbase wallet. Okay, it's a microcap for AI agents. Okay, so it may be a good play. It may go higher than we think it's going to go. I can't wait till after the run is over and we look back to see what did the most returns for people. Like what sector, like AI, memes, whatever it's going to be. Which one performs the best? I know a lot of people are all into AI at the moment. So we'll see. Maybe meme coins this cycle. Tough times, bro. I got lucky and took out a cash loan that carried me through till I found my current job. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. I've taken out loans before and then just it piles up and then you're in debt and then you can't buy anything and then you're screwed. But we'll all make it. I think we still have time before we go to the moon. So I'm trying to spend the rest of this year growing this channel, working at my job, and saving up some money, getting back on my feet and getting back into the market because I really want to make it this cycle. Last cycle, I didn't put enough money into the market because I was new to it and I wasn't expecting the returns that a lot of things did. So I was not prepared last time. This time, I'm still not prepared right now because of things that happened, but I'm gonna get there, hopefully. But if I have to sit here for another 4 years during the bear market looking at stuff, so be it. So what are we looking at? So we're looking at Dreaming Giant. What is the ticker for that? I'm about to turn 50. Work stinks. Hope you get part-time after this cycle. Yeah. Yeah, the older you get, especially if you get laid off or whatever, and then you have to go and like work at a grocery store or just work at a fast food place or something, it sucks. Especially being older and having to do that stuff is just, it's not fun at all. Just kind of zone out and get through the day. Yes, that's me, Vo Williams. And I wish I could speak to you directly. Yes, like I said, just DM me, or if you need anybody needs to get in contact with me, just DM me on Twitter. That's pretty much my messaging system right now. So anyone wants to come up with anything, just DM me on Twitter. That's the ticker, 3 Z's or 4 Z's. Let's see if we can find it. I don't think these are it. What was it called again? What time is it, by the way? It's 1:40 here. Still got some time. Don't have to get kids yet. I may even stream tonight again. I don't know. We'll see. So what was it called? Ticker on base. I don't have Twitter. Why don't you have Twitter? 880. I'm gonna call you 880 because I don't know what that means. How do you say your name? Heathog? Blazing Gumby. Have you looked at Arrow yet? No, we have not. I'm gonna try to look at him. We're gonna look at him here, but I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to find this WWE or Dreaming Giant. Is that it? What I was looking at there? The Z's? Yeah, I'm gonna try Dex Screener. Let me pull up Dex Screener. All right, can you guys see Dex Screener here? Let's look for the Z's here. Damn. Sleepy Puppy. Dreaming Giant. Here we go. Is this it here? This one's on Uniswap. Just tell me if this is the right one. Yeah, this is it. Not bad. How did you actually make your own coin, your own token? 180 holders here. I would imagine this is it. It's not a rug pull, is it? Trying to pull the rug on everyone. And hopefully all you guys here in the chat know that I am never serious about anything. I've been on YouTube long enough that there's no point in arguing with anybody, or if anyone ever comes in here and is harassing anybody, or you say anything stupid, or you're just going to be a troll or whatever, I have no problem with just completely banning you from the face of the earth here. So, but I like all you guys. This is fun. Hello, no, I'm not. I'm doxxed. That's good to see. All right, we're going to look at it here. Looking not too bad. We're looking on the daily chart here. It's not too bad because the ones that are rug pulls and scams, they go up and then they just go all the way back down 100%, and they just keep going down forever, forever and ever. So before we get into it here, hopefully you guys can see this on the screen. Yeah, I believe you can. Click on Twitter, look at the Twitter page. Yeah, as long as you're active on Twitter and you got it out there, and I don't see why this thing wouldn't move, I guess. 1,400 followers. So did you actually make the theme song for WWE, as you said? No one I know is following this. Let's see, September 26th, pinned. Not bad. Got your own coin, active on Twitter here. It's on base. Base is probably going to be huge this cycle. But yeah, why do you not have Twitter? Who is that I was speaking to? What's going on here? Oh. Docs team, 60% apply to owners. Not bad. It's kind of looking good. What does the website look like? Dreaming Giant roadmap. Oh, you got a story and everything. What is this? Actually real life people? Or is this AI? I've never heard of the Dreaming Giant. I don't know what that is. Oh, is this you? Not bad. So what do you guys in the chat think of this one? Good looking website here. Looks bullish. Looks good, man. No, my computer's freezing. And let me go off of the website because I think it froze. Are we still here and still live? Because I almost froze everything up. Damn. Let me go back over to the chat. Damn, it's not gonna work. We're freezing up here. I may have to get off a deck screener. Yeah, not bad. Looking good. 177K market cap. The website looked good. Twitter looked good. But yeah, what is the Dreaming Giant? If that's a real life thing, I have never heard of it before. My computer's freezing here. Let me go back over to the chart here. I might have to get this thing off a deck screener or something. Deck screener just froze on me. Let me get rug check off. Okay, let's see how this is doing now. All right, back over on the chat. Don't have Twitter, yeah. Het Hog. Why don't you have Twitter, man? Just don't have it, bro. Well, that's really the only way right now. It's Twitter. Or I guess you can go to Discord. We do have a Discord, but I hardly ever check. I go on the Discord every couple of days, maybe once a week, just to look. And anyone, just like yesterday, I had to go in there. There was 2 people pretending to be me with the Crypto Undead name. So if you do that, I'm just gonna ban you. I just banned them right away. So yeah, you can go over to the Discord and send me a message. I'll remember the name here. HetHog880 if you're on the Discord. The Discord you can find if you go to the home channel here on YouTube on the channel. There's a link to it there. So we do have the Discord. We're not that active on it, but maybe one day when I have more time. Just don't have enough time in the day. Only have enough time to go on there and ban people. So go good. Welcome to the stream. Message retracted. Okay, now what are you saying here? We need volume. We are new. We want to be a music festival and the roadmap is vision board. So we just used AI to show the future. Oh, okay. Also an animated film. That could be good. Meme coin or a coin with an animated film and a festival. That would be bullish. Start time 99. Welcome in. I don't know if you were here before. I think you were. But it looks good actually. What are the tokenomics? I think that's all on the website. Just go check it out. Go over to Deck Screener and type it in and go check it out for yourself here. Twitter's a bust in crypto. Gotta follow your investments. Yeah, I guess that's true. So what do you do, Hedgehog or Hedhog 880? Where are you from? What do you do? Thanks for the support, man. I appreciate you too. I'm glad you guys like the channel here. I think we do pretty good. As I told the guys yesterday, we do our best. We're not always right on everything, but we try. And I try to do the best TA and the most honest TA I can. And of course, none of it is financial advice. This is all entertainment, so it means nothing. Can BTC bounce or is it cooked? I don't know. Did I catch up on everything? We looked at track. We looked at the giant, the dreaming giant, arrow. Someone said, how do you feel about flare and songbird for this cycle? We cover songbird on the channel here. Let me look at arrow and flare really quick here. What are we on? Yeah, SGB and Flare used to be one of my top performing videos on the channel here for a good while before we got into Arrow and Turbo and stuff that took over. But yeah, SGB was one of my biggest viewed videos. So yeah, I would say this thing's bullish. It has the chart we like to see, as you can see here. Excuse me. Looking here at Songbird on the Gate.io chart, on the overall chart, another chart here that's down here below the macro 236. It's holding what appears to be an uptrend here. If we draw this simply from here, let me go ahead and check the market cap. So if this thing comes up to 19 cents, let's see if this is still accurate. Let me go back over to Coin Perspective and we're looking at Songbird. So Songbird, if it makes it up to, what did I say, 19 cents here. Can you guys still see the trading view chart? Can you see the chart here, or does it go black sometimes? Because when I minimize it to go over to YouTube, I think it turns black. Is it turning black on you guys? Like the screen just goes completely black sometimes? If it does, I'll stop doing that. But going to 19 cents here on Songbird is going to give you a 2.9 billion market cap. So back over here. So we're pretty much right, 2.8. So going from where you are today in price, holding the uptrend, let me go ahead and pull up a fib on the smaller price action here. So if we go from the low here to the high and see where we're sitting at, we're holding the 618, it looks like here, dipping down to the trend line here, but ultimately it's holding up. So as long as you're at where you're at right now, holding over this 6.9 level, low to the high 618, could very well be the bottom, especially with the uptrend here to push right back up here. So this very well could be it on SGB for a final support level and a final bottom here, especially off of the market structure here. The wick and the higher lows looking good here. So a 22%, 22.5% move to your first resistance as long as you're over 6.9 up to 0.084. And then the 382 here takes you up to 1 penny. And then once you get past 1 penny, that'll probably send the price over the 236, confirming that was the bottom here. But you need to move up, as you can see, about 50% and then about 74-75% to accomplish that goal of getting back over that macro 236 here. But once you're back over pretty much a penny, you can see 1-2 here, that will confirm this was the bottom. And then you're bullish on Songbird here over 2.5 pennies over the macro 382. With that being said, if this is the bottom and this is the final support down here, if this thing only does a 618 retracement and you make it up to 8 pennies, you're getting a solid 11.5x on your investment, so not bad to that level there. If it only does a 786 retracement on Songbird to 19, a 2.8 billion, 2.9 billion market cap, very decent 27x on your investment for Songbird here. So I think that is definitely going to play out that way to that 786 here. And I mentioned this in the live stream yesterday that even though things aren't going to go to the moon like we want them to, if they don't, they're at least going to do these retracement levels because, you know, on the channel here, a lot of things are respected all the times. We see this all the times where things come up to the 0.5, the 618, the 786, and they get stuck and they come right back down. We've seen that with things that pumped early this year, where they hit these retracement levels and now they're just kind of hanging out. So you can almost guarantee on some of these things, if there's enough people and it's easy to buy, they're going to hit these retracement levels here. So you got on Songbird here, 618 retracement is probably definitely going to happen. So an easy 11x if you wanted a good solid 11x this cycle, and then maybe the 786 for that 27x. And then if you think this thing is going to hit a 33 billion market cap, come up to 220, hit a new high, and you're that bullish on it, then this is where you let a moon bag ride and you can see a 311x on your investment up to that market cap here. It all depends on how bullish you are on the project and all the different factors that come with that. But yeah, another one here looking really good is Songbird. So back over here, let me go back over to the chat. Hopefully you guys can still see. So back over here, let me see how many people we got in here because I can't keep up with the chat here. 16. Man, can you imagine if there was like 100 people in here? I wouldn't be able to keep up. Yeah, we'll look at BTC go good here and just probably before we end this. I invest. I'm from Utah. Okay. You are one of my favorites with the charting. That's good to hear. Thanks for the support there. I try to do my best. GST on Sol Network is a beast of a low market cap. RWA Gem by ZBCN2. So some good potential plays out there. Flare is chump change. GST Songbird Flare won't compare to return on investment on ZBCN. Are you talking about a GST green Satoshi token? We're bullish on GST. GST is another one on my rollover list, along with Spell and XCN. All these ones that are down there that have potential for a good run are definitely on my radar. No, I forgot about DGen. Thanks for reminding me, Alicia. How do you say that? Yeah, let me go look at DGen. What else did we look at? Oh, Arrow and DGen I need to look at real quick. Oh, you said GST on Sol Network. That must be something else. All right, let me go do Arrow really quick. Did Arrow get stuck? I remember the last time we looked at it, it was potentially going to get stuck there. So let's pull up our Arrow chart here. Yeah, Arrow, if you're not aware, was one of the ones that I was very bullish on at the beginning of this year when I had a job and stuff, of course. And then I went over this yesterday. I had a good chunk invested in it when I had money. And then all that stuff happened and the unexpected things happened and I had to pull the money out. And it was somewhere in here when Arrow was going to zero. So I didn't even get my initial money back, but I had to take it out, and I have not gotten back in since. So it is what it is. What can you do? So low to the high on Arrow, you can see it is back down below. It held it for just one candle here, one 3-day candle on the 382 at 115, but there was no follow through here, and it's falling back down below. It's now back down below low to the high 236. So as long as you're below 108 here, you can see we're at 104 and a half. If this doesn't end up turning into a wick and you fall below 108, your last support to be bullish here, which very well could be the support back here, resistance in this area around the 382 would be that 95 cent level. Any lower than 95, then it's coming back down here. So from right now below that 236 at 108, 95 is up next for an 8% drop. Any lower than that, you're no longer bullish, and this thing's going to end up dropping potentially all the way back down to a 618 or lower retracement. You could drop, you can see 29% back to 74. But you do have double fibs here. You do have that macro 236 and the 0.5 here. So maybe it only comes down to that 0.5 and that 236 at about 86 if it goes lower than 95. So we'll just say that instead of being that bearish on the price right now, as it's coming down on this very large red candle here, that 9% drop now, and then about a 17-18% drop down to 86. So you have 95 and 86 here to watch on the price here. But it tried to be bullish, but it just couldn't hold up. It's coming back down unless this turns into a large wick here over the next 4.5 hours and you hold over 115, 108 or 115 to still be bullish here to try to push back up. And then of course a breakout would be over 162. With that being said, how high is Arrow going to go here? We're going by what we have on the chart, which you guys know if you've watched the updates on the channel here, is the top at the 4236 at $4.7 billion market cap, up to about 880. I'm going to check that here, and that's about an 8x. Let me go ahead and see this. This is probably not right. Let's pull this down to where we are in price. Let's go back up here. So if Arrow's going to make 880, it's probably going to go higher than that, about an 8.5x here. Let me see if the market cap is still the same. So if Arrow goes to 880, Aerodrome Finance here. So if we go to 880, that's going to give us a market cap of 5.6 billion. Is that what we have up on the chart? 4.7. So we're going to change this to 5.6 billion on Aerodrome. That's not right. But yeah, Arrow's going to be a good player. It's just doing what it's doing right now. So that's what we have in price. A lot of people call for $20 plus. We'll see what happens. But, you know, the top of the fib's probably going to get hit here. So you do have this price to look forward to, and that market cap and an 8x on this thing. And then we'll just kind of take it from there to see what happens on Arrow here. But that's why I started covering Arrow and Velodrome and all the low market caps. I actually made a list going through Coinbase, and I was looking at all the low market caps to invest in, and that's where I came up with like Suku, Math, Arrow here. Arrow, I don't know if it's still on the experimental list, but I found that, and at first I was, you know, afraid to buy in on the experimental list because it tells you on there they could take it off at any time and then your money's gone. But I don't know if it's still there or not. But yeah. So what are we looking at now? We're going to look at DGen. Let me go back to the chat really quick here. Songbird. DGen, we're going to get to only seem to get 30 odd people in your gaming streams with over 3K subs. Doesn't make sense. I know what you mean. Just like here on this channel, we're over 8,000 subscribers now. You know, on the good videos when we're bullish, the videos will get about 1,000 views on like the turbos, the arrows, you know, the ones that people are super bullish on. And when the market's bullish, of course. Other than that, 200 or 300 views a piece for each video. And it's like this, you know, there's over 8,000 people subscribed to the channel, and there's 13 people watching the live stream right now. So where the other people are, I do not know. Have no idea. But I've seen other people stream, you know, that have 40,000, 50,000 subscribers, and they'll have like 100 viewers on their live streams, especially when the market's not doing well. And then they'll have like 6, 7, 800 people when the market's doing good. But it is what it is. So we're looking at, what are we looking at? Oh, you said green Satoshi token. Yeah, so that is green Satoshi token. That is on Coinbase. GST, I believe. Let me look real quick. Can't you buy that on Coinbase? Coinbase is the place to be. No, we're going to look at DGen. I think I already said that. I'm getting behind. I'm trying to catch up on these chats here. Just not going to be able to get to everything, I guess. How many people in here are XCN bullish? We know at least metal detecting is bullish on XCN. I'm bullish on XCN. I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. ACH, SE, DGen, Mo L. Hey, what's going on? Michael, welcome. Just want ACH to hit 24. Yeah, ACH is gonna do good. ACH is going to hit 60 cents in my opinion. That is my target for ACH. I won't accept anything less than 60 cents on ACH just so you can make some money. I do not own any ACH, but that's what it's going to hit. The Aquarius 88, we with you, boss. ACH to 2 is at 0.2. Okay, so I need to look at what? GST, DGen. Let me look at DGen first. We just went over Arrow. Where's the other members they're missing out? I have no idea. Don't forget to smash the like button. Yeah, I said that earlier. Everyone in here, even though there's only 16 people, hit the like button just so it helps the algorithm. I'm trying to get my channel back on its feet. Like I've told you guys before, if you missed it yesterday or today, I got hit with a thing that said invalid traffic on your channel. We're gonna stop. We're gonna, cut your ads and put you in whatever they put you in to put your channel to where it's like blacklisted, to where you can't get the views if they don't push your stuff out. So my revenue, when they did that, I don't know if I told you guys, but my revenue, what I had on the channel, whatever it was, let's just say it was $600. They instantly took, when that message came through, they instantly took 58% of that money, and it just vanished instantly. And then they told me that my channel's bearish and we're gonna keep you in the doghouse for about 4 months and you can't make any money. Why do you cover it so often? What are you talking about? No, Michael, I don't own any ACH. I don't own anything right now. I am out of the market. I am bullish on all these projects we cover, but I am out of the market. I don't have the money for it right now. If you missed it, you maybe watch it later, but we already went over it. Got laid off from a 20+ year job, and then YouTube hit me with that message, stole my money, and said I can't make any money anymore. So it's still down. It still hasn't recovered. At most right now, like I've told you guys before, it was growing. I was expecting to be over probably $1,000 or more right now a month on revenue, because I am a small channel, but they took over my $600. It was a little over $600 a month I was getting, and it was slowly growing along with the channel here. And then they just stole 58% of it. And then after that, the revenue doesn't move. It's stuck at about $110 right now. It just sits there. I can make all the videos I want, and it just does nothing. So I think I'm still in a blacklist or something. I'm shadow banned, whatever. But it will recover. I've watched other channels, other big channels that go over the same thing, and there's really nothing you can do. You got to let the algorithm work itself out, and at some point your money will come back. So hopefully that only happens once, because if that ever happens again, I'm just gonna quit YouTube. No point in trying to make money on here and then the bots come in. I'm just gonna stop banning the bots. I told you guys yesterday, just you're gonna have to deal with them in the comments, because if I start banning bots, or reporting them, anything you do like that, then the algorithm picks it up as, oh, you have invalid traffic on your channel, you're botting your own channel, so we're going to steal all your money. So that's what they did. So yeah, we're going to have to just deal with the bots from now on. Well, it's been a couple of months now. I don't have a plan. I'm not going to start a new channel. It supposedly is going to fix itself from what I've read online. Just go Google it yourself. Watch some people talk about the invalid traffic strike or the invalid traffic notification on YouTube, and they explain exactly how that works and how long it takes, and then eventually they get their money back after 80 plus days. So, you know, it takes 2 or 3 or 4 months to get your money back, apparently, or to get back in the good graces of the algorithm. Right now, I'm the algorithm's little bitch right now, I guess. Excuse my language. So yeah, let me look at degen really quick here before we forget. Getting off topic there a little bit. So arrow degen. So what exchanges do you guys use? I would imagine most of the people in the US use Coinbase and Uphold and stuff like that. So looking at degen, the only 2 exchanges I'm left that I can use are crypto.com and Coinbase. All the others want KYC now, and I'm not going to do that. So I've been banned from them all. I was using MEXC for a while there. MEXC, you could trade futures and do leverage trading. I liked that, even though I lost all my money all the time, but it was fun. You know, throwing a little bit of money at something and throwing some leverage on it and seeing if you can make some money overnight, even though I lost my money every day. But it was still an option to do, but now you don't have that option. So looking at degen here, so degen high to the low, it did have that nice move up. It's still over that 382 now, I remember from the last update. Off of the market structure we pointed out here, the wick and the higher lows here, very bullish looking for a push up. Then we had that candle spawn in over the 236 here at 0049, confirming the bottom here. So as long as you can stay over 0080, you're at 85 at the moment. You will remain macro bullish here, so that's the big price to hold. If you can hold here, this thing may continue to go here, even though it is forming this wick. Got stuck perfectly, you can see here at that 0.5 at 1.1 here, but as long as you can hold over the 382, at some point it will move back up and try to get over that first resistance and move back up 41% here. But like I said, that's the big price you want to hold. You want to hold over this level to remain bullish to push up at some point in the future here. And as for how high this thing is going to go, I do not know. It's probably going to go higher than we think. 2.7 billion market cap takes you up to the 1272 at 16, and that's where you get a little over a 20x on your investment from this 382 level. From today, about 19x on your investment to that market cap here. So degen's probably going to be a good play also. It's probably going to run really hard when it does run. So there's degen. Back over to the chat. I don't remember what else we were looking at. So what did I miss? Oh, did you want me to look at ACH or, oh no, GST? GST and ACH here. I believe GST is on this chart. Green Satoshi token is another one. There's so many cryptos out there, it's hard to keep up with everything. So GST, what are we looking at here? From the last time we looked at it. All right, so we got on GST, let me go to the weekly chart. We do have the high to the low fib drawn here. So that puts the 236 at whatever level this is here at 1.8. We are currently at 1.2 at the moment. So until we get over, well, that's not even the 236. That's our first line here. What are we looking at? So this box I drew on the chart is just simply the support here, here. It's just a general support and resistance area this wick here to the bottom of the box. So it's just a general area, kind of helping us see that the bottom is in on GST here, holding over this level because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Now if we end up drawing a fib on the chart, maybe that's where that red line comes into play. Like I've said before, there's so many things covered all the time, I don't remember a lot of the times what's what. So this red line here, I don't know if it's based on a fib, but it could be, maybe it's that 786 high to the low here. High to the low, came all the way back down to that low. So I guess this 189 level, 18, would be a first price to get over. You can see there's some support back here and then resistance off of this wick and here. So as long as you hold over, which you are forming and holding that market structure we like to see on GST here. Of course, it looks like it's holding. Let me draw here. It broke that previous uptrend here, back tested it on this wick, came back down, but right now, as you can see on the chart, after hitting with this wick, double bottom here with a higher low, that's exactly what we want to see. So any lower than this box here at 1-1, I believe that is, let me get it right on there. So we can see 116. Any lower than this, then you're going to end up breaking what little structure we have here on GST, and it's going to go lower. But right now, if it holds up and doesn't go lower than the top of this box, it looks good for a bottom being put in here and that market structure here. So we will see what happens, but it seems to be on a macro support and resistance level, so that's also good to see. But we like GST. It's way down below the what is this? Get this stupid marker off, but it's way down below the 236 on the macro picture of things. And you know, the bottom's not confirmed in until we get over that level. So until we get over 4 pennies, this thing is not doing anything right now. But if you wanted to ever buy in on something that has potential for a huge run, this would be it, because this thing's way down here. And to get up to that level would be about a 270% move. Excuse me, I keep having the hiccups. And up to the 382 here at 12 pennies would give you about a 10x just to make it up to the 382 where it got stuck last time. So good solid 10x if it has a nice decent little run there. And then of course, if it hits these higher targets here, if it does a 618 retracement, hits a $1.4 billion market cap, then that's going to take you up to a 51x on your investment just to do a 618 retracement here up to that level. So I can see it doing that, especially if it is on Coinbase. Is this thing on Coinbase? And I've seen a lot more people talking about GST than in the past, so I think people are more bullish on it this cycle. Yeah, it's on Coinbase, so it could have a decent run this cycle, especially with it being way down here. No one wants to buy it right now, but when they do, it'll already be up here, and we'll buy in down here, so we'll be the winners on this one. So if it does a 786 retracement up to a 4.4 billion market cap to 217, very large 167x on GST for this cycle just to do a 786 retracement. So we will see what happens with GST this cycle. It is a good one to watch and have a good rollover play, you know, if you make money on something else, or if you want to throw a little bit in potentially on the bottom here, and then if it does a 618 or 786 retracement, then you're rich at that point, depending on how much money you throw in, of course. So back over to the chat here. What? I've never used Uphold. Oh, you're asking why do I cover ACH so often? Just because it's one we cover. It's one I'm bullish on, and it gets the views, so we cover it. Ideally I would like to cover everything, but there's millions of cryptos now, you can't cover everything, so we just do what we do. Now, what'd you say? I'm worried about Coinbase as well, looking into cold storage now. Why is that? What'd you say that for? I'm with Coinbase. What worries me is the bull run hits, then Coinbase crashes, and then we can't sell or do anything. I don't worry about. Yeah, I remember that from last cycle when crypto.com all of a sudden had maintenance to do, and then Coinbase crashes and you can't sell when you want to sell, and you have to sell at a lower price. It's going to happen again. These exchanges will go down when everyone starts to pile in. When we're at the top, the exchanges will crash. So you may not be able to get your money out when you want to. But I guess that's good. The reason we cover what we cover here and look at the macro picture of things, we're looking at these retracement levels and these profit taking targets, which maybe those are early targets to where you can end up taking your money out so you don't leave it all in. Because if you remember, I know you guys remember last bull run if you were here, when everything was going to the moon. I remember when Shiba was at the top, everyone was screaming to the moon, and when it was already at the moon, and the exchanges started to go down, and people were having trouble getting out of Shiba. And then there was tons of people on YouTube saying Shiba's going a lot higher, and it ended up topping out and coming right down, and people have been holding their Shiba for the last 4 years. I remember that, but I ended up getting out of Shiba. I was like, I can't take this anymore. I'm not going to hold any longer, and I just got out, and I'm glad I did, because right after that it just went down forever. But yeah, you got to be aware of that. The exchanges will crash when the whole world piles into crypto. Jasmine Guy, Crypto, Solana, FTX Money, welcome to the stream. If I hit good on crypto, I'm sending you a big tip. Thank you, Shadow Frost. We'll see what happens. I've heard a lot of people say that. But hopefully you guys do make a lot of money. Even if you don't send me any money, which I'm not asking you to, if you guys make money, that'll be good. If we do this right, and we're calling this right, which most of the times I think we are on the channel here, then you guys should make a lot of money, because you guys are paying attention. You guys are buying at these low potential bottom prices here when no one else wants to buy in. So you guys are going to be the winners here. And hopefully I'm right there in the same boat with you. Hopefully I can get back into the market, and if I get back into the market at all, I will be happy. It kind of sucks when you don't have any skin in the game at all, when you want to be in so bad. Thought it was going to break 0.5. What are we talking about? My average is 0.02 for ACH. I wrote it up 2.5 in March, but didn't sell at all. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. They ride these things. They listen, to whoever they're listening to, and things get stuck. But you'll know once you're dancing in your underwear and you're happy and you're singing because ACH is going to the moon and it's hitting 30 cents plus, or wherever it's going to go, which I think it's going to 60. But when you see that happening, when you're extremely happy, just be prepared, because the top is very close at that point. Don't be greedy. I know it's hard not to be greedy, but don't be greedy. But I guess you could also say that we're helping the greed factor here. So we're looking at these retracement levels and potentially, profit targets to take your money out. So hopefully you're not going to be greedy, and you will know to take that money out at these targets. We'll go over ACH here in just a moment. We still got a little bit of time. I'm trying to stream as long as I can before I have to get kids from school. Like I said yesterday, once I get kids, it's over. It's over for me. Kids, got to start getting supper ready, laundry, homework. Got 2 kids in high school band, got to run them back and forth. 1 in acting, got to run them back and forth to their practice tonight. And it's just a whole thing. Yeah, we're going to look at ZBCN. I would imagine that's on Deck Screener, huh? How many likes are on the live stream right now? Mine only says 1, but I am on a delay. I know there's only 8 people watching now. Just like yesterday, no one showed up, but it's to be expected. The market's not doing good at all right now. So we're gonna look at. We need to look at ACH and then ZBCN here. I intend to get out at a lower price. AXN might get to 18 cents. I'll be nearly out, all by 10 cents. Front run the market. It's the way to do it. If your coin name isn't on your wallet, how do you put it in there? What does that mean? after you branch it off of ESOL or BTC networks and rename them once you have them installed on your wallet. Or maybe you're talking to somebody else, I don't know. I haven't used a wallet since I had my Cardano in a wallet, which was a while back now. How's it going, Cameron Wyatt? Can you look at PNG? We can look at PNG here in just a moment. Welcome to the live stream. Oh, it's 32 likes? Really? Good. Trying to get that algorithm up. All right, let me go look at. I've been buying ZBCN since it was just ZBEC. I think I've heard of that since it migrated and changed their tokenomics. All right, let me go look at, what are we looking at? Let's look at ACH really quick and then this ZBEC coin. So going back over to our other chart here, looking at, we got Caspa. So looking at Alchemy Pay here. So ACH, we went over this yesterday, I believe, in the live stream. So ACH broke that previous uptrend here, came down. It's still over the 236 on the macro fib here at 1.6 here. So a penny and a half. As long as you're over that off of the wick, a lot of things are forming the same thing. The downtrend here, you can see, has been broken and is holding as support. So it's getting back tested right now. So it is looking good for ACH to continue moving right back up here after that breakdown. And if we draw a smaller fib on the chart, say we go from the high to the low here, you can see the price is trying to hold the 382 support at 1.8. So as long as you're holding where we are now, you are bullish on the short-term price action on the small fib here, holding that 382 to bounce. And the fact that you're testing this trend line here could be a good sign that we're about to bounce and start moving back up. So need to break over 2 pennies, and then once you break over 2 pennies on ACH, she should end up taking another shot after breaking that downtrend at the macro 382 at 2.7 and moving up. So maybe we get a nice spike on ACH here soon of about 46-47%, could be the case. So we will see what happens here. Sorry, my phone just went off. Let me see what's going on. So after that being said on ACH here, looking good for a potential bottom being put in. How high is this thing going to go? So we do have some targets to watch here. If it only comes up to a 618 retracement, that gives you 6 pennies and a 3.5x on your investment. The 786 retracement here on Alchemy Pay takes you up to 11 pennies, 11.5, and almost a 500% move. So almost a 6x on ACH to 11 pennies here. And then I think you said 20 cents on ACH. So here on our Coinbase chart, we have 24 cents as the high here on this chart at least. And that takes you up to about a 12.5x to that price. But I really think ACH is going to hit this 1272. It's going to hit a new high, hit about 60 cents, 4.8, almost a $5 billion market cap. And it's going to come up here and get you a 32.5x on your investment from today, which that wasn't totally accurate, but pretty much accurate. So not bad for ACH. That's my target for ACH. I am bullish on the project. Like I said, even though I don't own any, I do think ACH is going to come up here. And I will get into ACH if it hangs around below the 382 and we don't break over 2.7 yet. So maybe we get that pump up and we come right back down. Hopefully that way I can get in at some point. But I will invest in ACH because I do think it's going to hit this. So I'm looking for a good return on investment for ACH here as another good play. And I can buy it on Coinbase. So there's that. So we're going to look at, what is this other one called? ZBAC. Metal detecting, what category is XCN in? So we're looking at, yeah, we're gonna do PNG here, or PRQ. Yeah, PRQ was mentioned earlier. Selling my ZBAC. All right, we're gonna go look at ZBAC and then we'll do PRQ. What'd you say? You could make a poll. A poll about what? A poll about what? How do I make a poll? I'm new to this streaming thing. How do you make a... Oh, okay. start a poll. What do I make a poll on? All right, we're gonna look at X. What is it called? X or ZBCN. Let me see if I can find that really quick here. We'll pull that chart up. ZBCN. I'll look at anything because a lot of things, you know, sometimes we'll look at something on the channel here and then I'll make a video on it and then it'll get a lot of views, a lot more subscribers. So I'm always welcoming in whatever we look at. So is it ZBEC Network or did it change? ZBCN HTX charts. All right, just comment in the comments. Is it the, I guess it's the ZBEC Network, huh? If that's it, let me see, let me pull this up. But yeah, just say in the chat really quick. Give me one moment, I'll be right back. I have to go to the little boy's room. All right, I'm back. All right, ZBEC Network. Yeah, we got it. Just gives you more interaction. Check out the new white paper, okay? I don't know why Coinbase hasn't put it on their exchange. It's backed by them. All right, let me pull that up. Is this it that we're looking at on the chart? Let me see if there's a better chart. MEXC chart, OKX, crypto. Oh, there's a ZBEC protocol on Gate.io. I don't know if that's it or the older one before they migrated. I guess this is it. We'll just look at this one, I guess. I don't know, everyone spam the chat bullish. Let's see if it makes more people come in. Works in my stream sometimes. How does that work? No, I'm not using Streamlabs. I'm on OBS right now. I'm probably going to switch over to like StreamYard or something. That way I can stream on multiple platforms. That way I can stream also on, what is it called? Twitter, on X also. My kids always tell me to stream on Twitch. I tell them I don't even know what Twitch is. That's how old I am. I have no idea what Twitch is all about. All right, looking at this one here, we're going to bring it down to the 3-day chart. We're going to see what we got going on. So ZBEC Network here, it's down almost 12% on the week. So keeping it simple, drawing a fib from the high to the low here. Let's see what we got going on here. It's sitting right on top of that 236. Let's see if we take this off of log. See what it tells us. We'll just keep it on log for now. You can see it came up twice now, got hit at the 0.5 lower high off of this, so not looking good there. At 0015 it is pulled back. So as long as you're over the 236 here at 0010, that's exactly where you are right now. You really want to hold that, because if it breaks that, then you run the risk of breaking the market structure here, and go into a new low. But right now, off of this wick, what we've seen on a lot of things, the higher lows, the market structure, of course, that we keep going over, this here, that's exactly what you want to see for a bottom formation on something. And if we take it a step further and we go from the low here to the high, you can see that we do have that 618 here, but we're holding up at the 0.5 and the 236 here. So I would say that 1-0 level needs to hold, or else you run the risk of breaking the market structure. You could come, in fact, down to the 618 at 9, 3093, and off of this low, as long as you don't break down below or come to the 786 here at 008 and making it even low or breaking that low, you should be in good shape here. But it looks good right now as long as you're holding this level. And then, of course, to be bullish once again, you got to get back over the 382 at 1.2 here. And if you hold and bounce here, that would be a move right back up, as you can see, of about 25%. And then once you get over that 0.5 here, and then once you break over the 0.5 and get a good solid close over that, you may be bullish at that point over the 2015 here, and that's a 52% move. And as for how high this thing can go, if it can go up to the new high here, let me pull up and see if this thing has a chart that I can look at. So ZBEC network, and if it comes up to 005 here, that's going to give you a market cap of 313 million and almost a 400% move. So about a 5x up to that level here. So it could be a good play. We'll see. So what did I say? A 313 million market cap. We're just going to mark that on the chart. But yeah, it depends on where you can buy this thing and all that stuff to see if it's going to get a good pump this cycle, and how many holders and all that stuff. Yeah, but I don't think I've ever heard of this one. So a good solid 5x to make it to that market cap there on this one. So hopefully that helped a little bit. It may go way higher than that. Now going back over to the chat here. We've been streaming for over 2 hours. Wow. Everyone bullish are using, okay, everyone in the chat, what's your favorite coin for this bull run? Solana? Jasmine Guy Crypto, you're bullish on Solana here, huh? Got 12 people in here still, or now. Request. Enzyme. Are you guys holding any meme coins? Anybody got meme coins out there? Y'all hold any of the like Bretts or Andys and all that stuff that everybody on Twitter talks about? Are you bullish on those things? Like we went over, well, I guess, let me see, since we pulled up, or we got, what are we going to look at? I need to look at PRQ. PRQ really quick here. Been a minute since we looked at PRQ, I believe, but we have looked at it here before. I am on the wrong list here. So PRQ. Looking here on the chart for PRQ. Yeah, we do have a chart here. So going from the last time we looked at it, going from, let me pull this back to the weekly chart so we can see the macro picture. On the smaller fib, high to the low, yet another one, nice wick, held the 786 final support here. It is dipping back or down below the 618 once again at 87, but this could very well in the next 4 days easily turn into a wick, especially with the market structure here that is in play. So if you hold over 87, it's looking good here. If we draw a tiny fib on the chart going from the low to the high here, we're just going to keep it on the weekly to keep it simple. You can clearly see we're still holding over that 382. So as long as the price is over 8.1, you are still bullish on this thing. If it loses 8.1, then it's probably coming back down to the 786. So just keep it that simple. It may hold 8.7, but any lower than 8.1, then you will have the price drop all the way back down here, and you would end up dropping 25%, and you run the risk of breaking the structure here and maybe going lower than that. But right now it's holding up. It's more likely than not, it's probably going to end up holding over that 382 and holding and turning into a wick here, and then we'll just kind of take it from there. But until you get back over the macro 236 at 11, the bottom is not confirmed in quite yet. But once we accomplish that, that will have been the bottom, which it more likely than not is. And then to be bullish on this thing, we have to get over the 382 at 20.5, and you need to move up about 140% to that 382 level here. Now, as for how high this thing can go this cycle, we do have the 786 retracement. So if we come up, we have a decent run up to the 786 at $1.09 to be exact here. That gives you a 330 million market cap. And from today, you're looking at a 13x on your investment. So not bad here for that low market cap. And then if we're going to hit a new high to the 1272 at 815, $2.5 billion market cap, and a very nice 94x, over a 94x on your investment. So not bad at all for PRQ here. So it depends on how bullish you are on the project, if you think it's going to go that high. But you do have this target here, profit. Take some profit out and then let your initial investment maybe ride, up to the new high. It may hit it and it may go higher. I do not know. I wish I knew, but I don't. So back over to the chat here. ALCX ever pump again? I forgot about ALCX. No need for me. Dreaming Giant is your next 1000x, no question. Yeah, I could see that. Looks kind of bullish. Yeah, we went over this this guy's Dreaming Giant coin earlier. If you missed it, not looking too bad. I got a few on the wallet. Had to swap and hold ETH to swap. Cow Protocol. I think I heard of that one. Turbo. Yeah, Turbo. Do we need to go look at Turbo? Is Turbo still bullish? Are we holding up? Are you guys bullish on Bonk? We've been covering Bonk for a long time on the channel, and it's still, from the last time I looked at it, still holding up in our large ascending triangle pattern. I think that thing's going to have a decent run once it breaks out, as long as it still holds up. I hold Turbo, Mog, and Baked for my memes. I don't know if I've heard of Baked. I've heard of Mog. Let's go look at Turbo. Is Turbo still holding up here? Turbo to the moon. I see a lot of people bearish. If you're not bullish on Turbo, you're against it for some reason, and you're extremely bearish on it. I don't know why people are like that. I don't know if you guys have come across that, but that's what I get when you look at Turbo. So Turbo's still holding up. Looking at Turbo here, yet again, we cover this all the time. Bullish pattern after bullish pattern, nice pump after nice pump. It is in this very large bull flag pattern here. Came up to the top once again. It's still making the lower highs here, but ultimately we're in this pattern, and it got stuck right at that 0.6 level we've been watching, and it's coming right back down to your next level at 4.7. So we'll see if 4.7 holds. If 4.7 holds, you could get a bounce. If you do get a bounce here, it could signal, if it holds the support and it doesn't come all the way back down to the bottom of the flag pattern here, back down to the 0.03 level. If it holds here and we get a bounce, that could be the point to where it's about to break out again. So just be aware of that. But if it does not hold 4.7, then I don't really see why this thing would not come back down to the bottom of the flag pattern, drop all the way back down 37%, and just rinse and repeat here. But we'll see if it holds. If it holds, then we may have that nice breakout and run up. Of course, we do have the 8.7 here, 75% move. But I think once it breaks out of this pattern, it's making a beeline for that 1 billion market cap. And it's going to come up here to that 1.5 pennies. And as we just saw, what was that? A 200% move. So a 3x out of this pattern here, and maybe even higher than that. Which we go over this all the time on Turbo. Let me move this down to where we are now after that decent little run. But overall, as you know, on the macro picture of things, we're bullish on this thing. It looks extremely well in this pattern here. So, do you guys think it can hit 26 billion all the way up to that 2272? That's going to give you what? From today now, that's going to give you a 81x out of Turbo for the rest of the cycle. But if it makes it up to that billion, the next stop is the 2 billion to the 3 pennies, and a 6.5, almost a 7x. And then we have that 5 billion market cap, of course, round number. It could be what people are looking for. It doesn't have to always be based on a fib, of course. That's about a 16x, and then of course that massive move all the way up here to that $26 billion market cap to 41 pennies. So I don't know. We'll see what happens this cycle, but a lot of people are calling for, 5 billion or less. They don't think it's going to go very high for some reason. They think because it's already been running that it can't run more. But I think once people wake up and know about Turbo, once people start piling into Turbo, it's going to go. But yeah, there's Turbo really quick. Let's go back over to the chat here. What time is it? 2:45. So what is the chat saying? Nothing really. Yeah, I figured we'd have more people in here today. How many people does it say that are watching right now? Can you guys see that? My screen's delayed. It says 1 like and 13 watchers. Anything else you guys want to look at? Did I miss anything? I know you're mentioning a lot of stuff here, but ALCX, ever pump again? Shannon and Chris. I don't know if you've been here before, but welcome to the stream if you're still here. ALCX. I don't remember the last time we looked at ALCX. ALCX. But yeah, I was thinking about streaming in the evening, maybe this afternoon. After people get off of work, maybe more people will show up if we stream after hours. So we may have a stream tonight. Maybe not as long as now, but I'm just trying to get the feel of streaming so we can get better at it. But I may do one later on tonight. I know some people won't be awake at that time, but yeah, see, we haven't looked at this thing in so long. It's got an old fib on it. So ALCX, not looking bad here. What is this on? Is this on Coinbase or anything? Simply draw a large fib on the chart here, going from the high down to the low. Didn't quite hit it on this last move down, but it's still doing what the rest of the market is doing. It's got that structure that's forming. And let's see, is it hitting a final support level here? Which is not completely accurate at the moment because we're doing this as we go. So it didn't quite hit it. It came below it, but not looking too bad. Does have a large red candle spawning in right now. A lot of things seem to have that right now. So what's going on? Is BTC falling off the table? Yeah, any lower than this thing right now, then it may come back down to the low. On ALCX here, we can draw a small fib going from the low here to the high. And it's trying to hold that 618, if you can see that there at about 12.8. So this may end up turning into a wick and holding here, and then keeping the market structure intact and holding and bouncing from that 618. So just kind of watch that 12.8 area. Any lower than that, if it comes down to this 11.9 area, then this market structure is going to end up getting broken, and then you run the risk of coming down to that low, back down to that low rather. So it all depends. Now, as for how high this thing can go, if this is the bottom, if it holds up here with the structure and potentially holds over that 786 at 14.21 here, that's your big price to get back over. Let's go ahead and get the smaller fib off of the chart here. And we can clearly see that the overall chart, it came right up twice now, or 3 times to the 382 level at 43, got stuck, and then comes right back down. So once you get over the 382, which you're technically bullish over that, this thing may start flying here once it gets over that resistance that's been here for a couple of years now on this thing. So if this thing only does a 618 retracement up to $100, let's see here. Let me see if I can pull this up. What are we looking at? ALCX. If it makes it up to $100, 232 million market cap. It's sitting at a 29.6 million market cap at the moment. So if it makes it up to $200, what did I say? Damn, I didn't mean to pull that down. 232 million. So that's not bad at all. Is this thing on Coinbase? This could be another good rollover play. So let's see the multiplier though. Sometimes you think it's going to be a lot and then it's nothing. Also not bad for a 786 retracement, almost a 16x from today if it holds up here and doesn't go lower, which it's trying to. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, not bad. Low market cap to the 786, $200, a decent return. Now if it hits the 1272 for a new high here up to 1260, so if this thing comes up to 1,260 bucks, that is going to give you the market cap of a 2.9, pretty much a $3 billion market cap. So I know nothing about the project. I would guess if you're bullish on this, you know more than I do. So do you think it's going to hit a 3 billion market cap this cycle? It's going to take you up to that price and that new high. And that is a nice move. So that's going to give you about a 98x from today on ALCX. So not bad at all. But like I said, I know nothing about the project, so I don't really know if it can go that high. So there's ALCX there. Let's go back over to the chat. Let's see what's 10 watching. Okay. Yeah. About the same as yesterday. It spiked up a little bit and then just went down. So hopefully this is not too long. Should we stream longer or cut it off? It's getting close to 3 o'clock already. You catch my short videos often, good. Yeah, I like to keep them short on the channel because it keeps it simple. You're good with a 10x. Yeah, I would love a 10x right now. Yeah, this is only the second stream I've done, Shannon and Chris here. So I'm learning. Been on YouTube for a good while, a couple of years now doing crypto, and we're finally live streaming. I'm going to try to live stream every day in October just to see if it helps the channel, helps us grow as a community, which it is doing. I just want more people to come in and enjoy it and see what we got going on here. But I appreciate all you guys in here. So what are we up to now? Before you go live, you can change it to low latency, which will give you a lower delay. Oh, really? I didn't know that. See, learning every day here. Don't forget to subscribe to the new viewers. I don't know if there's any new viewers in here. Only 16 people watching. 10 people watching, whatever it is right now. You're welcome. Maybe Shapeshifter Fox, super low market cap. Yeah, Shapeshift is going to be a good one. We are bullish on that one, you know that. Yeah. I guess since I think we looked at everything, no more super chats came in. I think we only got 2 today. But yeah, if you're new in here, or if you didn't hear me say it already, if you definitely want me to cover something, you can send a super chat. It'll be much appreciated. But you don't have to. I'm just saying that. As long as there's not a million people in here chatting and asking for stuff, which, it got kind of a little bit hectic earlier, but I caught up. But if we get more people in here and everyone's asking about every little thing, there's no way I'm going to be able to keep up with it. With not even 20 people in here. It takes a while, and it goes by fast too. I didn't realize streaming was going to go by so fast. Yesterday we did it for almost 2 hours. It went by in the blink of an eye, but I had to leave to go get kids, which is coming up soon here. And like I said, I may stream later tonight. I don't know yet. It's great that you interact with chat. Yeah. Loop ring. I forgot about loop ring. Loop ring. We haven't looked at a loop ring in a long time. I would imagine we have a chart for it. Let me put LRC. Are you kidding me? We don't have a chart for loop ring? Unless it's on my other one. This list here is where I have most of the older ones. Well, I have Casp on here, but this is where your Solanas and Adas and Litecoin and Link, Cosmos, all these are at, I don't think it's on here. We got Elon on there. Did we go over Elon earlier? Was someone talking about Elon? Did I miss Elon? Or was that yesterday? H-bar, XRP. XRP moon boys are nuts. I know you guys probably know that, but the prices they call for on YouTube, they get tons of clicks and views, and good for them for making money, but they come up with ridiculous prices here. I know I'm getting off track here, but my opinion is I think XRP is going to have a nice, decent, huge run this cycle. It's not going to go as high as people think. You can see we have a couple of things marked out here, but just due to the fact that looking at the chart here, it did the same exact thing last time here, to where it had that move up, it consolidated, it formed this pattern that you see on the chart, and on a much larger scale it's doing the same thing here. And then once we break out and we break above this level here, and this very large triangle pattern, that's when you're going to be bullish. Once we get over 71, we'll say 72 pennies, once XRP breaks over 72 pennies here, that's when she's going to the moon, in my opinion. Up to $5 and maybe $8, as you can see. Probably $5. That's a 280 billion market cap. That's pretty hefty there. 464 is huge. So probably $5 is where XRP is going. So if you're looking for XRP out of this large pattern here, you're looking to get XRP at $5 and about a 9x or so on your investment here. So XRP is probably a good solid 8, 9, maybe a 10x, depending on where the price is when you buy in, of course, for this cycle. So there's XRP just out of the blue. So what are we looking at? Loop ring. I guess I don't have loop ring. Let me get back on track here. LRC. I don't know why we don't have a loop ring chart. Let's see, what chart do we want to use? Is loop ring on Coinbase? I think I asked that. Yeah, it is. So they do have a Coinbase chart. So we'll pull up a Coinbase chart. Let's see if they have a Gate.io chart. I like to use the Gate.io chart just because they have older price action. Okay, we'll just stick with the Coinbase chart on loop ring. I don't know why we don't have a chart for it. Well, apparently we used to have a chart. I don't know what's going on here. Let me clear the chart out because I don't know what that was. Not bad. Chart looks good here. So what is this? 2018, November of 2021. So we're gonna go from the 2021 high to the low. We don't want to go too far back in time, especially stuff that's on Coinbase. So looking at loop ring here, how high is this thing going to end up going? High to the low. Not looking too bad for a bottom being put in here, I would say, off of the wick. And if we go down to the smaller time frames, of course, as we've been going over, the same exact things going on everything. There's a large red candle spawning in right now, trying to get everyone to be bearish. But right now, off of the wick, we're still holding that structure here. So as bearish as they want to be, we're still holding up. So as long as we don't break down on everything, we're looking good here. So this could very well, once again, on something be the bottom here being put in on loop ring. And it's up only from here on out, up and sideways at least, not up to the moon yet. But yeah, not looking too bad here. We will see. So hopefully, you know, we're the ones buying. Well, I'm not buying, but you guys are getting in on these things because people are seeing the market the way it is right now. Everything's got a large red candle spawning in right now, and they're not looking at the overall big picture, because if you go down to the smaller time frames, of course, it looks horrible, especially if you focus on like the 4-hour charts. It doesn't look good at all. But us zooming out here, we see the market structure, we see the potential here. So with that being said, this thing needs to move up. There's really nothing I can draw on the smaller, because it didn't really dip down. It's down below this previous low here. So if this is not the bottom at 10, then I don't know what to tell you. Now what I could do here, let me go out to the monthly chart. I know this is getting a little bit too much on loop ring, but let's go ahead and draw going from this high back here in 2018 to the low, and the price here on this fib, you could see if I get the other one off of the chart, is trying to hold over this support area, the 382, to stay bullish here. So if we go by this one, we're holding up. So as long as you hold this area, which it's trying to, you would still be macro on the much larger chart here, bullish here. And you can see perfectly getting stuck at this 618 level. So yeah, I don't know if we should go by this one or the other one for the chart here. We'll just go by the other one. Let me back this up so we don't make this too long. So we'll go from the 2021 high to the low until you get back over 23, 24 pennies here. That will confirm the bottom, and then back over this 382 here at 40, we'll say 41 cents. Once loop ring gets over 41 cents, you're back to being bullish here. Now for loop ring, let me hurry and pull this up so I can get back over to the chat here. And we'll see loop ring. All right, so loop ring here. If loop ring hits, what is that? 1090 for a new high here at the 1272. Loop ring to 1090 is going to take you up to the market cap of 13.6 billion market cap from where it is right now at 147 million. So is that too high or is that good? So what do we say? 13.6 billion to make it to 1090 and make a new high, which it did last time. So we'll go ahead and mark this on the chart here, and then we'll measure it out really quick just before this one gets too much. So 13.6 billion market cap takes you up to the new high. And what I meant by from the last time, this previous high back in 2018, the price came down, made a slightly higher high. So if we're going to repeat here and hit another higher high, then that potentially takes you up to that level here at the 1272 for that 13.6 billion market cap. And going from today, if that is going to be the case, then that takes you up and gives you a very nice 80, almost a 90x on LCR or LRC here for that target there. If you want some more targets to watch for, I don't know what happened, for potential places to take profit, if it goes from where it is now, gets over that 382 at 40, which I don't know why that's 40 now. Let me see, let me back this up one more time. Maybe that's it. All right, there we go. So back over 41, it's going to be bullish. And then if this thing only does a 618 retracement from where you are right now up to 97, almost that dollar range, you're looking at a good solid 8.5x. If it makes a 786 retracement up to 181, that is a 15x. And then to the previous high or a little bit above, still could be a good solid 50x out of this thing for loop ring here. So hopefully that helped a little bit. Back over here to the chat. Great stream, bro. I'm definitely be here for your lives. Thank you, D Stands. All right, let me back it up here. D Nice the Dawn. Have you been here today already? I know you were here yesterday. Gonna look at Palm AI. Palm AI. Shapeshift. Okay, we did loop ring. What do you mean you get paid on the 15th? Yeah, my new job sucks. I used to get paid every 2 weeks, a couple days early with direct deposit for forever. And now my new job, I get paid on the 15th and the last day of the month. So that's kind of just throws everything off. Just told people on your live. Just told people you are live in Vision Pulse streams. No, don't do that. You're gonna piss Vision off. I know who Vision is. I actually started out in his community years ago when he was tiny. Actually kind of inspired me to do my own channel. Vision. Big Tone over there. He's a good one. Very entertaining. But yeah, he's streaming now. maybe time to cut this one off then. All right, let me look at PNG, and let me look at Palm and PNG. Yeah, that's what you said yesterday. It's 9 p.m. there. Yeah, getting late over there in the UK. Okay, I've been playing the stream. Sorry, I've seen you've checked it out. Okay. Can you please check PNG? All right, let's go look at PNG. And what else did I say? Yeah, we looked at Sensei. Yeah, you already said that. All right, I see that. Someone asked for PNG a while back. PNG and Palm, whatever Palm is. PNG. Pangolin. Another one we cover all the time on the channel here. We're very bullish on it as it's still holding up. I actually have two different charts I watch it on. Which, let me go back down to the weekly chart here. Looking at it here on the Coinbase chart, it's holding up very well. As we can see, let's pull this over. It's respecting these levels here very good. That's why we look at the Coinbase chart. So I'd imagine a lot of people are watching it on this chart. And we've been mentioning this, of course, all day. The wick, the higher lows, the market structure we like to see over the 1272. As long as you're over this 1272, you've been holding up here for months now. Over 21.6, the next price to beat, and potentially going to tell us it's breaking out from this very large pattern here would be the 1414 at 30. So once we break over 30, that should send the price flying here, potentially all the way up. You can see we do have the 1618 here at 48, about 100% move. So that would 2x your money. And then if it comes all the way up here, about a 9x up to the 221 level here to that next Fibonacci retracement here. But right now it hit the top of the pattern and it looks like it's pulling back once again. So it could still drop down 10-11%, but it is trying to hold the market structure here. And as we've been doing all day, we can simply draw a tiny fib on the chart going from the wick low to the wick high, and it is below the 382. Pretty much hit the 0.5 at 22.9 here, 23. Got a nice bounce going. So maybe this wick turns into a wick and we hold over 25. Currently at 24.2. So if it ends up holding over 25 over the next 4 days, that's bullish there. So we will just kind of leave it at that on PNG, I guess. Well, no, we got to look at how high this thing's going to go. I believe, let me go to the other chart here. The other PNG chart has our targets and potentially some good spots to take profit at. It is the Gate.io chart, by the way, which is not too much different from the chart we just went over. So I guess you're getting a double PNG as of right now. So PNG here on the Gate.io chart is holding over the 0.5. Same thing, holding up in our pattern here. And we do have this level here at about 29 to 30 cents would be the potential breakout from this pattern. And that should take you up to 47.5 here to the 618. And you're going to potentially move up if you break through that and this breaks out to the upside, as we saw on the other chart, about a 95% move here. And then, of course, if it holds over 2.2 here, you're still holding up and still holding that structure. But as for the targets to watch on Pangolin here, if it hits the 786 retracement out of this pattern here, which last time in this triangle pattern it had a decent run, if it has another decent run out, then we're looking to come up here and hitting a 300 million market cap to the 786, a 133 in price, and about a 5.5x on your PNG investment here. And then if it goes to a new high, that takes you up to the 1272 at 2680, a 5.9, almost a 6 billion market cap. And that's where you're going to get that 100x out of PNG here. If you think it's going to go that high, about 106x. Well, I'll change that because we got to move this down to where we are pulling back a little bit. About a 112, 113x on your investment, if you think it's going to go that high and break that previous high here, of course. So we'll see what happens on Pangolin here. Looking good right now on the chart, on the macro chart, that is. So back over to the chat here. Metal detecting is going to bed. Need to get the daughter off to bed. Take care, stay safe, stay bullish. Thanks for another great stream. Thanks for being here, Metal Detecting England, once again. I appreciate everything you do. And we'll be here again tomorrow. So look forward to that, I guess. So did we look at everything? How many people are in here? I will have to go in about 10 minutes, but we can look at the BTC chart. Someone asked earlier, where's the BTC going? Is it going back down? Now, I went over this yesterday. If we bring up my Bitcoin chart, I drew this a while back, the Bitstamp chart. It's either the Bitstamp or the Coinbase one, but no, maybe it's the other one. But that one has a lot of useful information on it. Maybe it's the Binance chart here. But if we go over to the Binance chart, we kind of went over this yesterday. Once we break, we are, as you can see, it's not very good drawn here, but if we move these off of the chart, we're still making lower highs here, which is not bullish, but the overall run up on the price of BTC, you can clearly see with your own eyes, we've pretty much formed this bull flag type of a pattern here. So that is bullish on the macro picture of things, I would say, for Bitcoin here. So looking good in that respect. But until we break the structure here and we break now what would be this high here, last time we went over the 70K. Once we break over 70K, we can be bullish on BTC here. But short term now, we need to break over about 66.7 here to be bullish once again on BTC. But we'll see what happens. If you just zoom out and look at the overall chart, it looks extremely well for Bitcoin here. Now, if we go over to the Bitstamp chart, we zoom out to the monthly. This is where I have the whole setup at, which if you zoom out here, this formation after this pullback, we're starting to move up here after this dip down. That could have been it. We could start moving up from here on out on BTC. But what we have here on this chart is everything marked out from the highs of the market to the bear market, or the bear market bottoms to the highs of the market, and the orange lines here are of course the halvings, and these pretty much line up. If we go back from the halving in 2012, 12 bars to the new market high, go to the next one, these do change, 17 bars to the new market high, and then we go to 2020. From this one was 18 bars. We went from 12 to 17 to 18 bars from the time of the halving to the bull market top. And then if we fast forward to where we are today and we just kind of speculate, this is where we are right now. We just kind of went to 19 just to kind of move it up a little bit, because we went from 12 to 17 to 18, now 19. That could put the top of this market cycle where I think it's going to be November of 2025 should be the top around that time. And then the bottom of the market, if that lines up correctly, would be 12 bars later. So 12 bars later takes you to November of 2026. So that's going to be the Bitcoin bear market low in 2026 of November. And if we look back in the past, from every high, from every green line to the bottom, it's always 12 bars. 12 bars here. Back in 2021, 12 bars later, the bear market bottom was in after the high. We go back in time again, 12 bars from the top in 2017 to the bottom. So it does repeat itself, and that's what I think is going to happen. And then I did go and look at the date for the next halving in 2028. It's going to be in April of 2028. So this also kind of confirms my phone went off, but this also kind of confirms that these are all lining up. You can see from the bottom to the halving is 17 bars here. This is where we marked it out just by going from where we think the 19 bars is to the new high, and then from the new high 12 bars later is the new low, and then the next halving is in 2028. But that 17 bars comes up also if we look back in time from the bottom to the halving, 17 bars. Scroll back in time, bottom to the halving, 17 bars. Every time is exactly the same, except for way back here was 18 bars in 2015 to 16. But yeah, that's what we got on Bitcoin. Kind of have it mapped out to see where the top's going to be, where the next bear market bottom's going to be, and we will see what happens with the price here. And of course, marked out here, once we break over 73,079 here, that's when we're going to break that previous high we made. And then maybe we go to the moon from there. So we'll see what happens. I do have one chart to where I'm not even going to bring it up right now, but we'll get into that next time. So did that make any sense at all? Kind of maps it out to where we know, when the market's going to top out. I think that's good information to know. And I know there's people on YouTube all the time looking at every different chart out there, trying to figure out where we are, where we're going. But it could be that simple, as we just showed you, just mapping it out as from the past of what's going on, and that could be it. So from that, we think the top is going to be in November of this next year, and I think around the springtime, April, March is when we're going to start really going up. So we still have a couple of months to get in on things as they just kind of bottom out and sit here. So shapeshift, you want me to look at that one real quick? We looked at PNG, shapeshift. I'm going to have to get off in a minute because I do have to get kids very soon. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the streams here. This is only the second one on the channel. I would imagine they're just going to get better from here on out. Feel free to say anything you want here. Nothing, don't do anything stupid, but you guys can, talk about whatever you want. Just keep it civil, because I will ban you if you say anything stupid. I have no problem doing that. But you guys are good. I like all of you guys in here right now. Don John, shapeshift there. Let me look at shapeshift. Shapeshift really quick here. So Fox is another good one we cover all the time on the channel here. And looking at shapeshift. So from the last time, did we look at shapeshift today? What did we look at today? I don't even remember. So looking at shapeshift, if that's the second time, oh well. So broke the previous uptrend, back tested, came down. It is holding, or it is now down below, down about 15% on the week, down below our support level here. That is the wrong tool. I'm trying to remember if I covered shapeshift already today. I think we did, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. So we're down here, and okay, that green line there was that previous low from right here. No, it wasn't. Why is that green line on the chart? I do not know. Well, anyway, that's a point of, I guess, support. This wick, these bottoms, this back here. So there is an area here. Now that we're falling below this area, which is at about 3.5, you can see over here in green. As long as you're below that and below these 618, that does put in play coming down to that final support level. So maybe Fox is coming down to that 786 now that it is breaking down with this candle, because you can see off of the wick and off of that market structure we did have, it is now broken because we broke this low here off of this candle that has spawned in on Fox. So Fox could very well come down to that final support and drop about 17% here. So if you are looking to get in on Fox or buy at a final bottom price, this could be it. It could, of course, wick below it, but down around this 786 at 2.8 should be it after breaking the uptrend high to the low, final 786 support here. So as long as you're below 3.5, you're at 3.45 at the moment, that puts that in play. But this could very well turn into a wick and hold. But like I already mentioned, it already broke this little tiny market structure here, so that could indicate, as you can see if I zoom in here, that market structure here is broken. That could indicate the price is going to continue to drop here, but it doesn't have to. We will see. I don't have a crystal ball to tell you if it's going to, but we can point it out. Now, with all that being said, let me get the smaller fib off of the chart. Once we hold up at one of these points, if it comes down, so be it. Cheaper price one last time until we get back over 4.7. The bottom is not confirmed in, and then once we get over the 382 at 8.7, 8.5 pennies, that's when you can once again be bullish on the price of Fox here, which it is a low market cap. It is on Coinbase. I think it's going to perform really very well this cycle. So, pay attention and buy in at these low targets if you think this thing's going to move this cycle, which I don't know what's happening. The thing is starting to freeze up. So if we only do a 618 retracement from where we are today, which it may go lower, you're looking at about a 6.5x up to a 143 million market cap to 23, and then the 786 retracement here up to a 286 million market cap. So these are still very low market caps for something like Fox. So a 786 retracement up to 46.5 pennies is going to give you a little over 13x on your investment. So not bad for Fox here. And then if it hits a new high, hits about a $2 billion market cap, so a multi-billion market cap on Fox, it's going to give you almost a 100x up to the 1272 at 350. So not bad at all if it's going to hit that $2 billion market cap. So what do you guys think about Fox? You think it has the potential to hit a billion plus and do a 100x? That would be nice if it did that. But I think it needs more people to know about it, because I don't really see anyone talking about Fox. Not that I watch anybody really. But yeah, Fox is there. Back over to the chat. Like I said, you guys, I'm gonna have to get off here in a moment. I don't know how many people are still watching. I'm gonna leave the chart up for a moment because I ended the stream yesterday with the delay and it cut off the whole end of the video. So I will leave the chart and the music up for just a moment as we end this. I thank you to everyone that came in here. I appreciate it. We'll get this going again tomorrow if I don't do it again tonight. If I do it again tonight, it'll just be, you know, on the spot. I'll just come on here and talk to myself maybe. But yeah, not a bad one again. I enjoyed it. I'm getting hooked on this streaming thing. So we're going to keep it up for the rest of October, making a couple of updates, and then start streaming for a couple of hours. Let you guys talk and get to know each other, and we'll cover what you guys want me to cover until it gets too overwhelming, of course. So with that being said, like the video. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel. It's going to help me out a lot. And with that being said, none of this is financial advice. Good luck. Hope all you guys make it. And I will see you in the next video or the next live stream. I appreciate you all. Peace out.